All right, here we are. We are live for the Saturday late night stream. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome. Robert's here first. All right. So we're setting up the details in the description. Let's grab the tags. I do have to check the price of Prismatic SPC. We're going to see if that's changed in 24 hours. We're watching that carefully. Prismatic SPC, hot Espeon, Vmax alt break, free poker card, free PSA slab, live card shop. I tried to reach out to you on Discord about a shipping issue. All right, let me just see that real fast. Give me a second. All right, I accepted your friend request. Try sending that message now. All right, cool. Let's just jump right over here and hit refresh. Looks like prices are staying the same. They've not changed. That's good. Really curious whether they go up or down, the Prismatics. What do you guys think? I think they're already pretty close to where they're going to stay. All right. Well, we'll wait and see if another one sells tonight before buying any more. Okay. Let's see. A bunch of requests on Instagram, apparently. What is this? Let's see. So I think that PSA might have charged me. Looks like PSA charged me. So let's find out what that submission was. PSA, are they going to require me to log in? I hate logging in. Do you guys hate logging into things? I hate logging into things. Oh, nope. It looks like I'm already logged in. Good. So, let's see. Completed. When? When was it completed? It's 5/18. And something finished. Wait, can I just follow the email to it? PSA, your PSA receipt. Paid. 2.8. 2.8. Let's see. Which one is that? I got no clue. I wish you would tell me which one it is. PSA ain't saying which one it is. That's so annoying. I hate it. Here, let's get that music playing. Turn that down a little bit. We have so many orders, it's hard to tell which one it is. Maybe it's maybe I need to click on this. Okay, that was delivered already. Has to be one of these. So they charged it today? Why didn't they say I had it completed then? So strange. Very strange behavior. I bet it's this one right here. I bet it's this one. Let's see if the grades are in. Okay, so I think it's probably this one. I bet that. It says grades are ready. All right. I think I found it. I bet you they charged me for this one, but they haven't moved it on to completed or something. This one has cards from... It's got 2 signatures right up... 3 signatures right off the bat. And then an Eevee Illustrator rare. Let's just see what that is real fast. So we're going to head over to the PSA Submissions channel. PSA Submissions. We're scrolling backwards. Yep, here it is. Looks like the February submission? All right. And these would be TCC cards now. Let's see, like this. Oops. All right, just changing names over here. All right, here we go. Thank you, just sent you the message with some pictures. Oh, let's take a quick look at that, guys. Hey, mister, I think you may have sent me someone else's shipment. Ah, you're the one who got it. It's Phil Vasquez. Hey, Phil, I sent you an email, by the way, and I sent you a PayPal refund. I bet you don't normally check that email. That's really awesome that you caught all that. I got a reward for you if you'll ship it back to me. Will you do that? So I'm going to start by giving you my address. Let's see. Oops. Yeah, we tried to reach out to you because we already suspected it was going to you. We had kind of figured out the issue. What had happened? Anyone's audio lagging? Yeah, is anyone's audio lagging? My audio is not lagging. My audio is very live. All right, so I'm offering you $75 store credit to ship it back to me. Would you do that? All right. Now I'm going to go contact him so that he can know that it was located. All right, cool, man. That's awesome. No, just my AirPod. Never mind. Refresh. Mister, can you please start shilling Hidden Fates on a weekly basis so the newbies can learn about it? Hidden Fates? Hidden Fates? People need to be told about Hidden Fates? That's like one of the best Pokemon sets ever. Here, let's get this. Ta-da. Ah, look at this. Thank you for coming to our live stream tonight, guys. Let me go ahead and get this giveaway started. We want to early giveaway for you guys who got here first. Because you guys you're basically my best friends, right? If you think about it, you guys who are coming here earliest, you're the ones who like me the most. Okay, so we got that started. Type in TCC. And yes, so it looks like the February submission from PSA is likely done. They haven't announced it as done. I can look up some grades. It looks like Chris Abruzzo had a Dark Charizard first edition in there, and it graded 8. That sucks. 8, 9, 8, 10. Upper Deck, Halo Legacy, Active Camo Master Chief got a 10. Hey, I sent a Playboy Trump card over, got a 7. That's cool looking. Korean Sword and Shield Blue Sky Rayquaza. Is that mine or is that someone else's? Oh, that was David Morey's Playboy Trump. Okay, so he got a 7 on it. Hamnet Nicholas Ray got a 10 on the Altard Rayquaza. What else is interesting? Jolteon, Terrapagos, Topps Charizard Non-Holo, Moltres Zapdos Articuno, Trump Playboy Nice, Papichurro. So what did Papichurro get on his Playboy? Let's see. Yeah, we sent some. We sent some of these Trump Playboys out. It got an 8, so it got a higher grade. Somebody got a Captain Pikachu 10. That's good. Wait, I bet that's like Tammy or 6 or something. Is that Tammy? Yep. Captain Pikachu was Tammy. She got a 10 on that, so you did good on that one. Teresa McHaney sent out an Ancient Mew. How did she get an Ancient Mew from me? It's interesting. Ancient Mew got a 9. I could crack it, regrade it with someone else for you, maybe. Okay, and then the grades end at Latias 046. Latias 046. Oh, I recognize this. She mailed these in. Those got a 6 and a 5. Okay. So then it's my stuff. Metal Mew 10. Birthday Pikachu 10. Platinum Rising Rival Scissor, bad. I got a Belly Bolt, got a 10. Hanafuda Yoshi Egg, 10. Okay, some Japanese cheap cards. Detective Pikachu's got 10s. Garchomp Giratina got a 9, sadly. Dedenne got 10s. Let's see, anything interesting? One Piece OP9, Emperors in the New World, Shanks Altart got a 10. Goldie Roger got a 10. That's interesting. We got some One Piece coming. Looks like I sent out some Playboy Chrome cover card, like basic artworks, and those got 9 and 7. That's sad. I sent out a Topps Chrome Dumbo Pink Refractor, and it got a 10. And a Topps Chrome Jasmine got a 10. That's good. Let's see. Yeah, some of these look kind of decent. I got a 10 on a Kingdra Shrouded Fable Altart. That's nice. Some Birthday Pikachus that got 10 and 9. Weren't those ones I graded and then I cracked them and sent them back in or some crap like that? Because I got like all 9s on the Birthday Pikachus and I was mad about it. And then I just cracked them all, didn't I? So a couple of those came back 9. Some lovely poker cards. I won't reveal which ones. Those got 10s. Really bad grades on Vintage Sandstorm. Oh my God, I got a 10 on a Carddass Scyther Holo. Wow, that's really good. I sent in some Carddass cards here, and those got 10s. That's really lucky. Rocket Psyduck got a 9. I don't know why they're so mean to him. I'm looking at my grades, guys. This is from February, by the way. I see plenty of 8s and 9s going by. There's a decent chunk of bad grades in here. Oh, here's some EV promos from Prismatic ETBs. Lots of 10s there. That's great. Poker 9 Lugia, that sucks. Japanese Black Deck Kit Rocket Moltres got a 9. That sucks, like, really bad. God, dude, that's terrible. Oh, but the holographic Tyranitar first edition, that got a 10. That's really good. It looks like I sent 1 or 2 Master Chief cards in myself. I got a 9, though. Oh, but this one's cool. I got an Augmented Knight 10. That's cool. Oh, I sent in a weird-looking Mario card, and it got a 10. Carddass Pokemon Quest Sticker Jigglypuff got a 10. Ghastly. I'm rattling off the grades here. Looks like I graded some of these gem Pokemon, so we're going to have a couple of these Master Ball gem Pokemons coming back. Like, here's a Captain Pikachu 10, probably like 30, 40 bucks. I graded some Gundam cards that you guys did not know I was grading. And I'm looking at them. They're 1989 Gundam World Holographic 10, 10, 10, 9, 10, 10, 10. Wow, that's going to be great, man. I sent off some cool stuff in this submission, guys. We're getting some cool stuff back. And we got good grades on it, too. I won't reveal it. It's going to be shown off when it gets here. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so in the poker cards, I sent off some cool poker cards. So we're getting some fresh poker 10s, and some of them are going to be quite nice. Might actually just keep them, to tell you the truth. Terrible grades on the vintage. I'm looking at more vintage. Terrible grades on all of it. What else? And some Ionas that graded 9. I guess those Ionas are pretty close to a 9, because, Beckett gave them 9.5s. PSA gave some of them 9s. All right, that was all of them. NEG Gundam. So I got like these really old Carddass Gundam cards that I bought, and I paid a lot of money for them. And I sent a couple of them out to grade, and they all got 10s. So I'm looking forward to showing that off. They're holographics too, so that should be really good. All right, guys, I'm done looking at that PSA submission. Let's see. It makes no sense why Greninja went from 10 to 300 in 1 year. A lot of stuff has done that. Excuse me. I cleaned up the left side of the table here. The shelf here looks great. Really organized. Excuse me. Just had a big drink. All right. We're back again, everybody. We're 13 minutes in. 13 minutes into the stream. Nice to meet you. How you guys doing? Happy Saturday. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I believe it's Sunday morning. I had a nice Saturday. Pretty boring Saturday, to tell you the truth. Just hung out with Karis all day. We didn't really do anything. But yeah, look at this guy. So this guy's the talk of the town right now. This is what you want. This is the Espeon Vmax Alt-Art break. That's the rare candy break. I mean, it's good. You ought to go after it. It's really good. It's really, really good. Genuinely a good card. It's a 1 in 20 odds for $40. If you spent the same $40 in Fusion Arts, your odds would be worse than 1 in 20 to have a PSA 10 Espeon come out, right? You would have to pull an Espeon, and then it would have to grade 10. All right, so let's get started. That's what's cool about our breaks. I think that they're actually a better odds for you, and odds matter. It's a mathematical thing, Now, we have some pre-orders, I guess. So let me get started with the pre-orders first. Number 1, Tyler Franson, Espeon break. Oh, that's not a pre-order, but that's okay. We'll jump into the Espeon break right now. I'm here, so now we can start. Oh, that's another thing I worked on. You're here. It reminded me of something I was working on. Did you guys see this in the Discord server? Check it out. Those are the bulk boosters. I was just about out of those. They're full of pretty much just junk. $4 per pack. Looks maybe something like this. I want to see them Gundam cards. Now, they're from 1989, so they're not particularly... oh, this one had a nice Star Wars card in it. Look at that, Jar Jar Binks, huh? So that's a premium top Star Wars card in there. Anyways, so these are $4 per pack. And the Gundam cards are from 1989. They're very old. The style on them is very old. But I think that they're very cool, too. So we'll see how they do. I mean, because there's some interest in Gundam right about now. There's a Gundam set coming out soon. And people keep asking me for it. So I told myself, let's get some vintage Gundam ahead of time. Tyler Franson, let's get you into that break. We don't mind getting you taken care of right now. We're looking for the pre-orders. Not bad, a nice stocking stuffer, another SBC break. Yeah, so we got another SBC break running right here. SBC break is 1 and 9, $40 buy-in. So it's a $40 chance for the whole box. Here it is. You know, if you really wanted to just, you know, ching, if you just wanted to play the slot machine, you can just go to the casino. I heard somebody say that one time in a video today. It was today I was listening to it. They're saying, well, why don't you just go to the casino? But it's kind of funny that people actually, you know, prefer Pokemon cards over the casino. Isn't that interesting? Somebody mentioned that in a video, and it was really dawning on me. I don't think people just like RNG. I think they really do just like Pokemon. I think that's what it comes down to. They really do just like Pokemon. Here it is. They're not just in it to get like money necessarily. They actually want the cards. They're that cool. All right. Dylan Chan, 2 vintage custom packs. We got to restock the custom packs pretty soon. We're almost out. That doesn't mean these are bad. These are good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. All right, let's see what you get, Mr. Dylan. Okay, we got pack number 1. Hey, that's not bad. And pack number 2. These are my custom vintage packs. I make these myself. The cards in here will not grade 10, but they're very affordable. It's $25 for a little packet of them, and they're just a little bit of fun. Shouldn't you write 3 on the Espeon? Oh, right, yeah. Well, let's update the number on the Espeon for sure. All right, that's Dylan Chan. Just do this for Dylan Chan real fast. I collected a 151 BB pre-order today. I'm going in sealed collection. Vintage is top. Vintage is very fun. It's definitely out of print, so you're not worried about, you know, the numbers changing too much. Too much supply can really change the value of something. We all thought that the Sword and Shield era like this right here would do very poorly from overprinting, but I guess we were wrong. In fact, it did very well. Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate it, man. Dylan, are we besties? Dylan and I might be besties. All right, let's hand out a spot on that Quillfish now. You guys are the early people. You get a spot in the Quillfish. Here it is. Paisa Collects. I should know your name, but I don't. Paisa Collects. Okay, there it is. So we hand out spots on the Quillfish slower. He's a $100 slab. We're not handing him out super duper fast. If he was cheap, we would hand him out much faster. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit refresh down here. Reset all entries. And so now you need to type in TCC again. All right, so we're looking for those. So there's Raphael talking about the first edition fossil pack. Here's Anthony Kalura. 3 spots in the Espeon break. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Mr. Anthony Kalura. You guys ready for a nice stream? Okay. Congratulations on making the list. These 3 here, and they go in here. So this should be up to like 6 now or something like that. So Espeon's like 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa. That's very fast. 1 spot on the Prismatic. Oh, not bad. Okay, 1 spot on the Prismatic. Okay, so Prismatic has now got 1 out of 9. You get the Yu-Gi-Oh one yet? Not yet. It's on the way. I purchased it like 2 days ago. Should arrive like next week, late into the week. But yeah, we got some Yu-Gi-Oh coming. Ghost of the Past Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, whoa. Huge thunderstorm. Lightning strikes. You can see it through the window. Not making any noise, though. I mean, you got some storms out here. Oh, there it goes. Just gonna wake Karis up. Here's Samantha, Slowpoke tag, and Gengar tag. Slowpoke and Gengar, you say, huh? Ooh, do you hear that? Wow, that lasted a while. Probably this one. That's sold. And this one. I seem to always sell out of tag slabs, guys. They sell. Not only do they sell, some of them sell at a higher price. Very fascinating. I'm going to always put a percentage of my cards to the side for tag. I loved living back east. You could see ugly rolling in, plenty of random thunderstorms. Way different than California. California. Oh yeah, I moved this thing. I bought this a while back and never graded it. It's a bread card. You guys ever heard of a bread card? Back in the day, you got a little card with your bread. Got to grade that. Guess I never got it done because it's a special grade. It's not a normal grade. Here's a Slowbro, but he graded 9. Poor Slowbro. What's the Gyarados behind the Greninja? What? The Ariados, you mean? Oh, this Gyarados. He's $55. He's tag 8. If he was tag 10, he'd be like $1,000, by the way. I'm not exaggerating. All right, here's Slowbro. I don't know, $15 maybe. I'm not asking for much on the Slowbro. I didn't look him up or anything. I'm just letting him go. Sometimes we got good deals because I don't look the price up. But that's on purpose. That's for you guys. It's like a gift. Anthony says 50 for store credit. Join all gym breaks going on. Okay, so Anthony Kalura says, if there's a gym break, have me join it. You got it, man. We can do that. Automatically join a gym break. Gym breaks are hard to manage because once they're over, you have to like pick a new one. There it is. You have $100 of store credit for gym breaks. Jesus Aguilera says, Espeon break, SBC break. All right, you got it. How's it going? We got 66 viewers in 23 minutes. How's it going, everybody? We started almost at 2 a.m. in the morning. This is the overnight stream, the very late night stream. How's it going, everybody? Sunday morning, Saturday night. Hope you guys had a great weekend. There it is. All right. Do I have some store credit? Says Yellen. Yellen wants to know if he has store credit. Not here. Oh, never mind. Right here. Says you got 48 maybe. So it looks like maybe 48. Okay. You were the last one. Box battles up to 2. 2 out of 9. And here is the Espeon. I thought he was taking the night off. Who, me? I didn't say I was taking the night off. I do sometimes take Saturdays off, though. I do. Not all Saturdays, though. Listen, that's a new thing in my life, is taking a Saturday off every now and then. Raul says he'll take a spot in the SBC, but that he wants it sealed if he pulls it. All right, you got it. You can do that if you pull a one of these box battle things. You can keep it sealed. Mister, have you seen Paldea Evolve booster box prices? Ooh, should I assume they went up? That is my favorite card, is actually the Magikarp from Paldea Evolved. Let's see. May I send you Chrome cards? Says Brandon. You can mail me Chrome cards. You can do that if you like. But you know, if you're wanting me to buy them or sell them, we got to work something out, okay? But you can send them. They can just sit here. I don't mind. Here's these 3 here. All right. Chrome cards are good, but Marvel cards so far have not proven to be good. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think what really 8. I think what people want with those Marvel cards is a chance to pull like the top cards. And so if you're sending me the cards that are not the top cards, those are going to be hard to sell. So that's what's exciting about. So, you know, I've got like booster packs of it I could sell, and those might sell. But the ones that are already pulled, if they're not like what people are chasing, those are real hard to move sometimes. All right, cool. Now we've got... click. Oh my gosh, Kirsten and I went to Longhorn Steakhouse. Don't go there. Such a ripoff, guys. Every time we go to Longhorn Steakhouse, we regret it. Every single time, dude. We have this guy, he's our waiter, and he looks like the bad guy from the Puss in Boots movie, the one where there's like the bad guy's the wolf with 2 blades. And his name was like Peyton or something. I swear to God, that was his actual name. It was like some satanic name. And he's just got this crazy looking build. And he's our waiter. And I don't like to beat up on waiters because they do customer service. But this guy sucked, dude. Didn't give us... We had to ask for silverware. My wife gets the chicken nuggies, okay? She goes to a nice place like Longhorn Steakhouse, and she wants the chicken nuggies. Doesn't get her the honey mustard. She orders a little side of honey mustard, right? You're supposed to get a little bread. We didn't get any bread. And then we pull his sleeve and say, hey, can we have silverware? Can we get honey mustard? Can we get our bread? He's like, yeah. Never get any of it. We finally have to get a different waiter to take care of us. And then the paint guy comes around. He gives us our food. You know, he's checking on us. But he never refills our drinks either. He won't refill our drinks. I swear he hates us. There's something going on where he doesn't like us. You have to, like, be trying to be so bad at serving people. And then when it's time to pay, the stupid machine wants me to give him a 20% tip right off the bat. 20% of the entire cost of the meal. And the meal was like $55 for 2 simple dishes. 2 simple dishes. I got the steak and shrimp. And it's these 4 wimpy shrimps. They're clearly cocktail shrimps, pre-cooked, with some dust on them, right? They dusted them with salt. And they're floppy and they're gross and they're just really small. That's the steak and shrimp at Longhorn. It's really pathetic. I was like, damn, dude. Their bread is so good. Appreciate you, NHCC. I rarely tip. Well, I tip. I like to tip. I like to tip generously these days. I tip generously, but that guy was like, he was so bad. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I had to ask like 2 times to get Cares for a little honey mustard for her $30 chicken strip. And it's just this little chicken, you know, it's like frozen food, basically. My shrimp was frozen food. All right. Excuse me. I don't know, mister. My Marvel cards sold quickly. Excuse me. We have Nathan Gordon, Cerulege. Okay, Cerulege is gone. Let's grab my shell phone. Here it is. Ha ha ha. Texas Roadhouse all day. Paldea at $300 a box now. Oh, that's not huge. That's not a big increase. I mean, it is an increase, but it's not like huge. But that is an increase for sure. What do we have, Paldea? We had a Paldea at like 11, right? Let's see. Yep, we had it at 11. Not a surprise. All right. $22 for Tammy. What she got? 19 plus 19. Okay, $41. Here you go, Tammy. I'm a steak lover. My lady used to take me out to steaks on my birthday. I found I was always disappointed. Now I tell her to just buy me the meat so I can cook it. Dude, they saw this slice of steak they bring me. They forgot to season it. It has 0 seasonings on it. They didn't season it. So I got my steak. I got these little flippy floppy shrimp that I'm paying like $40 for or whatever it is. And the steak with no seasoning at all on it. 0. It's like as if I did a custom order with no seasoning. I was shocked. I had to crack salt over my steak. I was like, what is going on right now? And the worst part, it wasn't even busy. The Longhorn wasn't busy when we went. What was the excuse? It was, oh, we're packed. It was slow. I'd never go back to that location. We don't have a choice. That's all we get. Not a lot of restaurants out here. Peter Fenelty, Starmie Rev 9 Hollow. Starmie Rev 9? Starmie Rev 9 Hollow. What is that? Oh, on this side, isn't it? So on this side, that is a LaFlame card. All right, lovely. Was Ashton punking you? All right, let's see. Good. Very nice. Okay, plus 94. It's going to be about 117. Just so you know, this card came out of a $400 booster pack. And then on top of that, he paid money to grade it. It's really insane. PSA's grading is too harsh, man. Anyways, it is Starmie after all, but damn, dude. It's cheap. You got it very cheap, Peter. Probably got a good deal here. I'll stick to my $3 Tony's Pista. I know, we could have just stayed home and had frozen pizzas, for real. Prismatic Spot, Aaron Searles. As a server, there is an excuse. He was just being lazy. He was so lazy, dude. He was so lazy. He was so lame. He didn't bring us the bread at all. We had to ask for the bread from another waiter, and the other waiter brought it at the end of the meal. And we wanted the bread because it just goes really nice with the rest of the food. Of course you want the bread. The bread's yummy. You paid for the bread. You're there and you want the bread. I demand my bread. That's part of the experience. Kara's really wanted the bread. She likes the bread a lot for. And, yeah, man, it was so bad, dude. We sat there with no silverware for like 10 minutes, guys. We're like, where's the waiter? And we couldn't find him because he was just missing. He was just missing. He had to have been talking to somebody. We waved down someone else. Here's Danny Say No More, Fortnite times 3. He 1,000% did not care. Yeah, he 1,000%. He did not give two shits. No way. He was like, I don't care. Because after initially he made the mistake of no bread, no honey mustard sauce, no silverware, we told him about it. And he said, all right, okay, so we'll get you this, this, and this. And then he walked away and he didn't get it. And we looked at each other with our mouths open like, what the hell? Yeah, we told him. He just walked away and didn't do any of it. And then after like 10 minutes, our food was like cold by the time we started eating. Eventually, we were able to get a different waiter and they fixed it. Really shocking. And I still left a tip because I'm scared if we go back there, we'll get him again and he'll spit a loogie in our food or some crazy shit like that, dude. I was like, I can't be asked. Did he apologize? No, he didn't apologize at all, dude. He's like aloof. He's like an aloof kind of person. Like he's not all there. Here we are. Like, I wouldn't trust him behind a semi-truck. He shouldn't be driving. But he is a waiter, and yeah, I don't know, dude. I think he was goofing off. I think he would go to the back room and goof off. There it is. Danny Say No More. No hollows popping out. You're looking for those hollows. That's my story. What did you guys have for a story today? I want to hear what you guys had happen. We had very bad Longhorn Steakhouse. It was nearly $60 meal. Way overpriced. Terrible food. Cooked poorly. Some of the worst serving I've ever had. And the machine had the audacity to ask for a 20% tip. By default. Manager's son. Yeah, exactly. About to go to a funeral. That's me today. Oof. I'm sorry, man. Should a 10 always be worth 3 to 4 what the 9 is worth? It varies. It actually depends on how hard it is to grade. So the harder it is to get the 10, the larger the gap between the 9 and the 10 is. Okay? So, like, we wouldn't expect the gap between the 9 and the 10 for this card to be very big. Because it's very easy to grade 10, and, well, with the sealed deck it is. So as a result, if the 9's $50, the 10 might be $100. But in a card where it's really hard to grade 10, the card might be 50 as a 9 and 200 as a 10. See? So that happens very quickly. All right, what we got here? They say, give this man a 9 on his gloom. Harsh, dude. All right. I actually went full value for the gloom. It looks fantastic. Only in America. America. Yeah, serving and big tips is a big deal in America. Here we are. Let's see. Well, it's more of a deal now that we have no tax on tips, if you think about it. Rocket, Gloom, Japanese. All right, we want the cheapest one. Okay, I have a price for you guys, $22. Is Fossil sold out? No, but it's getting real close. Yeah, it's starting to get there, man. Let's take a quick look. Here's the Fossil box break, 650. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots remaining. And it is the Fossil Sublist as well. Okay. Anyone who has a Fossil spot in Slab away, this is it. This is the time to pay off that Fossil pack, because if your Fossil pack gets repoed because we run out of pack spots for sale, it's going to change to the new price of $6.50. And I ought to check that price of $6.50 anyways, because I wonder what the price of a box of Fossils is going for now. It's later than ever. We're almost halfway through 2025 now. Fossil first booster box. And prices just seem to go up. They don't go back down as time goes by. So let's see. What could I actually get a box of Fossil for? Now, it looks like it's going to stay the same. Let's just see. Well, what is the 650 based off of? Let's see what the 650 is based off of. Oops. Yeah, it could go up. It could easily go up, because boxes are like 20,000 on eBay right now. They're all 20,000, and when you include taxes with that figure, that really starts to look more like 22,000. And then when you talk about processing fees, that's another 3%. And so if you want something like, I don't know, like an 18% profit margin or a 20% profit margin, I think it could be argued it goes up from 650 to like 7. Here's Travis Nova. What's up, Travis? Espeon and Gray Ninja. Ooh, both of them. Yeah, prices are pretty crazy. This is also why you didn't see me rush to like lower the price on the Fossil box. You didn't see me rush to, cut a really thin margin on it, or, oh, it's not moving. What should we do? I didn't do any of those things. All I had to do was wait, and the box is now more expensive than ever. And so it's really fascinating that Vintage does that, Mr. Travis. Here's this. But that Fossil box, I think, would have cost me around $12,000 when we got started. Oh, that was the box battle. Sorry, Travis. You said you wanted the Great Ninja. A lot of people are doing the box battle. Put that up there. All right, so here's this. I thought I wasn't going to have to report my tips. The no tax on tips never made it into the bill passed. Really? Here we are. I did not know that little detail. I don't work for tips myself, so I did not know that little detail. This. Here we are. Okay, here we are. Look at that. The tip's cool, but I prefer the whole glizzy. That Kyger is nice, but I'm a little broke. Yeah, I feel you, man. Yep. Here we are. Okay. Hey, that's 6 out of 13 now. That's good. We have an order. Christine Andrews. Give me 3 of the new junk packs, and let's get a new bag. I hope for the bag you showed. Oh, okay. Here, let me grab the one right in front. 1, 2, 3. Because I put it in the front, I think. So you got these 3 right here. Let's just see what was in them real fast. Baggie number 1. Sedatan. Playboy. Fui Coco. Sonic. Playboy. Sonic. Sonic. Those are vintage Sonics, by the way, so that's kind of cool. Pack number 2 has this bejeweled Topps Chrome Sapphire Star Wars card in it. At odds with Master Yoda. Okay. Got some Pokemon Go Vs. That's kind of nice. And a chunk of Frierens. A whole chunk of them. All right. And pack number 3. Oh, there's that Jar Jar Binks, like you said. Here's this cute girl. All right. So those are junk packs. You can trade any of those into the Pokepot to try and get something back out of the Pokepot. That's the playbook card I wanted. Coneheads. How easy was that? Perfect. Without even trying. How should I be storing vintage packs for personal collection? In a card saver and plastic bag, good enough. So I just store them very lightly. Just make sure you don't drop them or set them on fire or pour water on them. But look, I just have... Here it is. Notably, the booster pack is not inside of the semi-rigid. It's not inside. We just put a semi-rigid here, and we put it in a sleeve, and that's fine. After that, take the vintage booster pack and put it in a sturdy box where no one's going to touch it. All right. That's a simple way to store them. It's not the safest way to store them, but it's a simple way. Ultimately, all you have to do is put it in a box, man. You don't got to do anything crazy. There it is. Okay, I like these junk cards too much. They're just a little bit of fun. They're more like fuel for the Pokepot. But, you know, if you open them and you find something good in them, might as well keep it, you know. If you find something like that you thought was pretty decent. All right, we have an order from... Click. Yolen to Jampins. Use my store credit in this on a spot in the Call of Legends booster. You got it. Okay. So, Yolen. I'm going to send this down to 0, Yolen. Mine arrived inside the card saver. Wasn't sure. Thanks, mister. Inside the card saver is bad because there's a lot of pressure with the card saver pressuring the corners of the cards inside. I've had people do that to me too. Pisses me off every time. It's a bad idea because you don't have to do that. There's other ways to, you know, there's other ways to protect the booster pack. But yeah, those card savers down here, unless it's a specially designed one for thick cards and booster packs, but down here it's going to get pinched. They're going to get pinched down here, and that's going to rub the edges of the booster pack. You just don't want to do that. So I kind of actually figured that was probably what you were asking. You were wondering, what about these card savers? Should booster packs really go inside of them? If your gut told you that it was a dumb idea, you're right. It is a dumb idea. You shouldn't do it. We are at the Call of Legends. Okay, we got another person here. I think that's 3. It's a pricey one, but it's got a potential to pay out like a shining, you know, Rayquaza that could be like $5,000 or some crazy shit. Here we are. Ooh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. Okay, didn't mean to do what? All right. Very nice. So we are 3 out of 10 deep. Now we have an order of Saul Jimenez, 1 spot in the Prismatic. The Prismatic break. Jimenez. Mr. Daytime Stream. On the Saturdays and Sunday, there is no daytime stream. Yeah, there's no daytime streams on Saturdays and Sundays. Just the weekdays. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. That's 5 already. That's popular, huh? Look at this Igglybuff, by the way. This Igglybuff, only $39 for a 10. That's pretty cool. Igglybuff. Got red eyes like a vampire. All right, I got a pricey card coming up on the table that you might be interested in. Deoxys Golbat. Notably, it's also one of those clay Pokemon. Love those. All right. Very good. Says I bought this card in the past for $100. Wonder what it goes for now. I bet it goes for like $250, $300. That's not bad, right? Let's see if we can find one. I bet we can't even find one. Does the Fossil Sublist get you onto the main list? Yes, it does. That's the whole purpose of it. Yes, it does. It gives you a $40 chance at a booster pack. Deoxys. Golbat. Well, this music's a little annoying. What am I listening to? All right. So Deoxys Golbat. There's not one for sale. Let me check sold. I'm not surprised there's not one for sale. Oh yeah, this is super duper rare and I do not see one. So let me get a price of my own on there. I'll just choose a price. Got to be $350. which could be low. I don't really know what to base it off of, but that could be low. The population on this card is like 6 or something. It's probably still 6. Can we keep the Prismatic sealed? Yeah, you can do that. When you order a spot in the box battle, you can tell me to leave it sealed. That makes it a pretty good break for people who are trying to, you know, maybe get like a sealed box or something. So, 5 years later, this is now, instead of population 6, it's population 7. That's how rare this is. That's it. And it's going to stay at 7, dude. It's going to go to like 8 maybe one day. This is so rare. Easy, rare card. But it's gold backed. So that's what keeps it affordable. Aaron Rodriguez, 11 of the glory of Team Rockets. You got it. Aaron Rodriguez. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 here. Will there be another XY box break anytime soon? Always a chance. Always a chance for that. The problem was we hosted one and people just thought it was too expensive or something. Maybe it was the fact that it was XY Fates Collide. Maybe there wasn't excitement for Fates Collide, but Fates Collide is a good set. When you look at the pulls in it, it's very good. But we had that at $58 a pack, and people didn't want into that, so maybe it was just too expensive. All right. You never knew. I think it was a combination. There was a lot of stuff going on the table at the time, and a lot of good options, not just the one option. I like the box breaks when it comes to the XY stuff. Super cool, but yeah, I think it's starting to get too expensive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, there it is. Aaron Rodriguez. It's a Generation 1 Pokemon. That's true. I say 500. That's it. I'm raising it to 500. If Brandon thinks it's 500, it's got to be 600. But you're right. It is a Gen 1 Pokemon. Snip of this. All right. Ta-da. Here's cold, rocket person. Haha. You got it. You got the rocket person. I'm so proud of you. Rocket burb. Annihilate. Spidey Ops. Cold. Wobbuffet. And there we have it. Team Rocket blasting off somewhere. All right. Team Rocket, the big letdown set. Okay. All right. So Aaron Rodriguez, where would I find you? You're not this one up here, are you? Yes, you are. Aaron, we're running out of room in this bag, and it's becoming an issue. Hey, what's up, Tammy? Cody Hodges says, hello, nurse. Okay. Oh, man. This bag's starting to get too big. It's starting to get unruly. Ugh. Nathan Gordon, get me in the SPC break. Got it. Nathan Gordon. Nathan Gordon. Huh? All right. And we'll grab this. Box of blue. Box of blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 3 spots left in the box of blue. And we have currently no breaks. But you know what? This looks like a great gym break. We have currently no gym breaks, so what I meant by that. Oops. 90 times this number, 65. All right, so let me get you that 65. LaFlame 65. $182. There it is. Tosses up here. Now, of course, Anthony said Caesar Neo. Oh, he gets the... Yeah, good for him. That's good. Here it is. Now, this is going to be a break for $45, and Anthony's going to go in it, so he's going to have $55 left. You know, Anthony, he said, put me in the next break, the next gym break, automatically. And I was like, all right. So making these gym breaks takes some time, actually. It's not time free. It takes extra time. Oh, Pikachu gym break's over. Don't try to join it. Somebody already got the other side of it, okay? That went really fast. I guess people like that one. Here's Anthony Kalura. He just needs the one gym badge, and then he's done. All right, there it is. Place that up there. Good. Zachary Stekskowski says, get me into the Espeon break. Okay. Zach Stex. Oh, that's not it. It's this card, isn't it? The brakes are mostly moving. That's pretty good. You still playing Wilds? Do you find it more boring than Iceboard? Oh, it's 1,000% more boring. They ruined it, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so the honeymoon phase is over for Monster Hunter Wilds. Let's get deep about it. None of the monsters are tough. It's been a while since it launched. We got like Arch-Tempered Poopy Head and Pokemons that already should have been in the game. So we got tiny little drip drop content. And then on top of all that, they ruined it because you're not allowed to build your character how you want. You got to build it how they tell you. You got to put attack decorations in the weapons and defense decorations in the armor, and there's no other option. And no new weapons was actually a really solid problem for me. That took the game from a 10 to a 9 for me right away. So it's a full point downgrade out of 10. So you know, I just feel that the Monster Hunter team didn't really account for the fact that everyone got very good at the game. Everyone got very good at the game since when they first made World. And so now they need to adjust the difficulty of the game for really good players at the end. And they didn't do that. So that's on them. Arch-Tempered is too easy. Arch-Tempered might as well be called Arch-Wimpy. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not being able to build your character how you want when it comes to decorations is a travesty. They need to fix that immediately. They need to go back to the old system where you can build your character however you want. I blame the liberals. What are you talking about? Goddamn liberals! Ruining my Pokemon! Ruining Monster Hunter! Well, shucks! What? Funny, man. Anyways, yeah, they screwed up. They should have made the game way tougher. They should have known a lot of players are very good at the game now. There should have been a proper end game at launch. And then they can add more stuff to it, but there's virtually no end game. And they're slow to get us an end game, too. There should be an end game by now, but there still isn't. Like, bro, we're heading into June. It's June. It's June. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. So smooth feeling. The game feels very smooth. Yeah, it must be hard to make a winning game or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, Tammy. I don't know that until the other day I googled it. That's how I know what it means. Oh, we are. Oops. Cold. What about you guys? Any of you guys play Monster Hunter Wilds? What'd you think of that game? I thought it was very smooth. Felt great. New weapon optimizations, new play styles, a little bit, not terribly different. I don't know. You got the whole secret bailing you out of bad situations. The game technically got easier because of the secret. Secret made the game easier. All right. Ta-da! Ooh, Alexio Alvarez, you got your Blaziken. Let's go grab your bag. Adam, Anthony. Need a bag, Mr. Alexio? Mr. New Bag. Oh, he did say new bag. Haha. I Monster Hunter World downloaded, but I haven't tried it yet. Monster Hunter World, it's kind of similar to Wilds. Like, they're not going to feel massively different from each other. There's some quality of life improvements in Wilds, but weirdly enough, I think World offers a lot more than Wilds right now. Wilds is like this incomplete game. Here it is. It must take a long time to make content or something. I don't know what it is. Plus the fact that the game still has virtually no story. It's like, come on, dude. The monster big. He caused problem to environment. We kill monster. All right. There's no, like, romance. There's nothing deep at all to it. 10 Blue Sky Stream. Ooh. Next order is from Mr. Tyler Franson. We are. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No! I swear I've got a loose pack of this somewhere. I've got to have a loose pack of this. There must be. I've seen loose packs of this before. No. I swear I've seen a loose pack of this somewhere. I'm gonna have to go get some more. All right, I'm standing up. I'll be back. Damn, Troy. I saw this video of a bombardier beetle shooting boiling acid at its predator. Oh, yeah. That's we've all seen that, I bet. That's a very interesting video. I've seen that one. It's a great video. I'm back. It sure is Saturday night. That's the time that it is. All right. Placing this over here. Ready. Okay. All right. We'll grab this. Okay. It's definitely Sunday morning, 4 a.m. Wait, it's 4? No, it's 2:55. Shut up, it's not 4. It's 4 where you live. Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, there's 10 of those. And let's start snipping. Oh, yeah. Somebody pulling that Espeon, man. Somebody's pulling that Espeon, and it's going into their collection. And one day they're going to contact me and be like, remember when I pulled that Espeon? Now it's like $4,000, bro. All right. Here's a holo. Can you do a Herbert impression from Family Guy? I actually used to be able to do the Herbert impression dead on with like the tongue whistling or whatever. I have not practiced that in a very long time, and I do not want to practice it live. I'll do a terrible job. It'll be very embarrassing. Here's Rayquaza. What does everyone think of collecting Dragon Ball Fusion World? I can tell you Fusion World didn't sell very well for me. I don't know why. Well, I can tell you why. It's because they still got their other... They still got their other previous card sets selling. They shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have 2 card sets selling at the same time. It makes no sense. All right, that's for Tyler Franson. Thank you, Tyler. Nothing too crazy popping out. You got to tell us the good news. History of Z is a hot set. Yeah, History of Z is the other set. It's not a part of the Fusion World collection. It's part of the Dragon Ball Super or something like that. Masters has better cards. Dylan Chan, 10 packs of Japanese Team Rocket Glory. Okay, 10 packs of these Team Rockets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There it is. All right. And here's this as well. Very good. Oh, Kangaskhan. Lovely. Would you agree BGS 9.5 gold label is better than PSA 9? Oh, yeah, that is much better. A BGS 9.5 is definitely worth more than a PSA 9 because the BGS 9.5 has a solid chance of turning into a PSA 10. That is why. I've graded a lot of BGS 9.5s into PSA 10s. Okay, you got this stupid guy. God, dude. Still waiting for that Mewtwo to pop out. Here's a cat. Meow. Here's Sammy Zenta. Chairs were thrown outside Best Buy when Scalpers got his chair removed. How much for a booster box of Rocket? It should say in the menu. Check the menu real fast. How much for an original box of Rocket? 30,000? I don't know. What's it going for now? BGS 9 or PSA 9? To me, they're about the same, but honestly, it's going to be PSA 9 because BGS is slightly harder to move than PSA 9. Here's Dylan Chan. So it's going to be PSA 9. You can actually find some good deals, though, when it comes to the BGS 9. All right, cool. All right, we got another slab coming up on the table. Ooh, mommy, ooh, daddy, look at that. Wow, that looks sexy as hell, dude. What is up with that? What is this? This is Celebrations, maybe? No, it should say 25th. Zapdos. Skadooby-dooby buzz. All right, and it's through a tag price. Wow, the tag price is higher than the PSA price. They want almost, well, they want over $80 for the tag version. No, here it is. They want exactly $80. I've got a tag version. I'm going to sell it that way. So, but actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it into a break. That's what we're going to do. Looks cool. Yeah, it looks insanely cool. Look at that. All right. Neato. Okay. This is the next gym break. Oops. Exclamation mark. There it is. Anthony actually told me to automatically put him into these breaks too. So you're going into this one as well, Mr. Anthony. 15 remains. It's going to say 1, Anthony. Okay. Ooh, listen to that noise out there, man. Oscar Resendez, Pikachu Gym Break. All right, Mr. Oscar's the other side of the Pikachu Gym Break. Here goes. Guess I shouldn't have bought a bunch of Dragon Ball Fusion World booster boxes then. Oh, that sucks, dude. Yeah, that sucks. You know, when it comes to buying and holding product, there's no perfect formula for it. It's all kind of like a gamble. Just a different gamble, isn't it? It's just a different gamble. Sorry to hear about that, because I held on to some cases of Fusion World, and it did garbo for me. It did terrible. You know, I've got, at the same time I had those boxes, I had cases of Evolving Skies. So dollar for dollar, you could have just bought those and been kind of wealthy now. So you missed out on that. But don't feel too bad about it. You know, a lot of people didn't buy cases of Evolving Skies or whatever went up the most over time. So you can't look at the past and get annoyed. You got to look at the future, at what your next move is. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't think Fusion World has done very well. All right. My wallet as a whole, bought MTGF collector box. Here's Anthony Kalura and Oscar Resendez. Ready? Oh, we need this deck over here, don't we? I don't have a card. Hey, you don't have a card. Wait a second. All right, you ready? How many first edition Rocket boxes do you have? I think I've got 2. I think I used to have 3 and I sold one. I might have 3 though, but I think it's 2. You're making me want to go check. How much are the Rocket boxes up to now? I think the last amount I paid for a Rocket box, get this, the last amount I paid, $8,000. Swampert, 110 for Anthony Kalura. Ooh, Gardevoir for 100. That's Anthony Kalura on round 1. Round 2. Oh my gosh, all these high HP Pokemon popping out. Blaziken and Pikachu. That's 2 rounds very easily going to Anthony Kalura. He has completed his little card. There it is. All right. Well, congratulations to Mr. Anthony. He's got his little gym badge card now. We're changing the way these work. The way these work now, we don't fill this out until you've got like 8 points or something like that. Sure. And what I really want is the scoreboard. I like the scoreboard. Looks like you need this yellow one. We need battle music during this. If I had an easy way to hit like a button for battle music, I'd turn on some battle music, sure. All right. Very nice. So that's Anthony Kalura. This can go into his bag. And on Discord, Anthony, just message me on Discord. We'll get you that roll. The best part about getting all 8 of the gym badges is actually the roll. It's called Indigo, and it means you've got 8 of them. Pretty neat. Also, it looks like he had 5 feints. So 5 feints and 8 badges means he went positive. That's kind of cool, isn't it? All right. He's got a box now, doesn't he? My brain says he should have a box anyways. Oh, you were put over here, weren't you? Next to Tammy? Oh, but did you ship afterwards? Is that what happened? Let me check over here. I don't like this song. Let's skip past this. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Any one-piece slabs for sale? Well, apparently we are getting some one-piece slabs in very soon. So I think Anthony Kalura needs a new bag. I suspect he needs a new bag. Get a Steam Deck, you click a button. Okay, so it's called a Steam Deck. You know, it's funny. I think someone gifted me one of those a long time ago for the other YouTube channel, and I just never learned to use it. There we go. Okay, so this shall say Anthony Kalura 5.25 Stream Deck. Do you have traditional 151 Chinese? Some of it, yes. We have the first round of it. I'm waiting for this guy to get me a price. Okay, and so now we need to create a new card for Anthony. Oh, and Oscar Resendez, you're going to take a feint like this. Oscar, you also don't get 0 cards. You get a card. You're going to get Quagsire. That's for Mr. Oscar. But I'm realizing gym breaks are very time expensive. Gym breaks take a while to host. So gym breaks definitely need to go into the same category as the Pokepot. The point of a gym break is to burn some time. All right, there we go. So, and your card goes back over here. And now we can take this and turn this into an Anthony Kalura card. Like that. And Anthony, you're going to the next one. Maybe you'll pull that too. Well, let's see. You said you're getting some OP slabs and one-piece slabs. A couple one-piece slabs are coming in. Ta-da! There it is. Lovely. We have Andrew A. Martin, 1 Espeon, 1 SBC. Not a bad weight. Andrew A. Martin. A lot of $80 orders tonight for the 2 breaks. Kind of cool that there's so much interest in them, but only one person walks away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 2 spots left in the SPC break. 2 spots. And here's this taking up past the halfway point. Pretty neat. And this can go in here now. We wanted the ink to dry. All right. Ooh. I know what we could do for the Elite Four. The Elite Four should be a type of gym break where it's a $100 buy-in. And you have to win 5 of those. What do you think? Ooh, man, it's like a... I don't know, that's too expensive for me. Maybe it should be like an $80 break. All right, we have an order. Javier Arroyo. Hey, what's up, mister? He says, I should have a $5 store credit. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Jack. James Bean. 5 in a row. 5 in a row. That'd be interesting. Yes. That could work. 5 in a row. Right, because with the Elite Four, you're not allowed to make it all the way to the end of the champion. Any stake, 5 in a row. Okay, here's Javier Arroyo. Now he says 3 rockets, 3 Azure, 2 Korean Terra Festival. Okay, 3 Azure. 1, 2, 3. 2 Korean Festival. All right. There we go. Yeah, let's have that be the rule. In order to get the Elite Four, you have to have a kill streak of you have to have a clean kill streak of 5. If you get a kill streak of 5, which is very tough odds, in any break, not any break, but in any gym break, I should say, if you get a streak of 5, we'll get you the Elite Four roll. I like that. Here we are. I'm in the same boat, NHCC. I have 9 cream cheese Rangoon. All right. So, here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. We'll use the back of the card to measure the streaks, maybe. Here's this. Here's this. Wow, look at those boobs, dude. Those are some significant boobs. Boobage galore, man. What the roll title for the L streak? Is? Oh, the roll title? It'll just be Elite Four. Yeah, so if you get 5 in a row in the gym breaks, you'll get the Elite Four roll. It is. Even though 5 is because you got to fight the champion at the end, obviously. Here's the hoot hoot. I found a Wii dispensary in DC today. Wow. That's super cool. And here's the sky. All right, lovely. Very nice. All right. Very good. Lovely. That's all for you, Javier Arroyo. Nothing too crazy coming out this time. Set that there. I saved up a bit for my last paycheck. Nice. Here's Jonathan Benedict. First order. Hopefully it works. Espeon break. Hey, hey. What's up, Jonathan Benedict? A little bit of a wait there, but it did work. Jonathan Benedict. First time. There you go. Look at that. That'd be pretty wild if you pulled the Espeon on your first try, but your odds are slim. 1 in 20. Here's Aaron Rodriguez. 10 more. Glory of Team Rocket. So if you guys excuse me, I'm going to go get a fresh case of Glory of Team Rocket. How does that sound? All right. I got these gem Pokemons. I want to move these back here somewhere. Maybe like right here. All right. Here we are. Fresh case. Team Rocket. Must be getting close to the release of that new black-white set. There it is. Native Reserves dispensaries are where it's at. Is it? So we're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10. Good. At the end of May, for me, I get 3 paychecks due to the way my payroll works. All right. Let's see. Flipping that. I wonder what my life would have been like if I had ordered a bulk sorting machine all those years ago. I wonder if that would have been a good investment. Because here I am, I'm still making content, I'm still opening packs. I wonder if it would have paid itself off. They wanted like $20,000 for a bulk sorting machine back then. Here's a Clam Pearl. Ta-da. I don't think it would have been worth my time and effort because I don't really sell bulk. Okay, here's Zapdos. Code. Tyranitar. Code. Oops, here's Moltres. Oh, you got a Moltres. Oh, this is looking kind of tough. Ah, it sucks, man. You know, so if you're not able to snipe in 20 packs, then you should have just bought a whole box with 30 packs. When you think about it, that's the gamble, isn't it? Ah, well. Sometimes it doesn't work out. That's it. I'm going to go Harold and Kumar and head to where Andy lives. You can get all kinds of first-time bonuses if you don't mind going shop to shop. I need to buy Karis a weed pen. Like a chill pill. There you are. All right. She does not have that. Find it sexy when girls smoke. Does that make me a bad person? Okay. Here's, by the way, I should be having this plugged into something. Let's plug this in here. Pull me in Lesbian Break, Nathan Gordon. I hope I do, Mr. Nathan. Here goes. We got Nathan Gordon. Ta-da. Moltres and Zapdos are cool. Oh, yeah, they're cool. Let's count this again. I need to count this again because I didn't remember the last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we were off. So 11, 12, 13 are done. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. 12, 13. Here we are. Ooh. Hey, it's Mr. Lance Weiss. Okay, so he says 2 art box sticker packs and live shipping. I got a bag getting full. We'll start a new one shortly. No problem at all. Here's Mr. Lance. Ta-da! And 2 sticker art packs. Let's see. Oh man, I gotta get rid of these Kaiju cards. Gotta go. Aren't those on the list though? Aren't those on the moving sale list? To these. All right. Vaporeon's still hanging in there. Vaporeon's still hanging in there. I'm reconsidering my stance on buying cards. Really? Brandon. We are. It's tough, Brandon, but you just gotta have discipline when you do it, man. That's the trick. You just have to have discipline. That means patience. That means buying very carefully. And when you have something good, you don't sell it, even if you might be tempted to sell it. And of course, the reason you're tempted to sell it is because you're thinking, well, if I can get the cash back out of this, I can go, you know, buy into this sort of like gamble or open up more booster pack. Remember, booster packs are like a form of gambling, right? So, but what you want to do when it comes to cards, you want to, once you got something good, whether you pull it from a booster pack or a break or you bought it outright, whatever you did, once you have it, you don't want to turn it into cash. You have to sit on it. And you have to sit on it. You have to be willing to sit on it for like 5 years. So you might see it dip down. And and this is advice for all of you guys, by the way. If you see it dip down, I do not recommend panic selling because that's what everyone does in the stock market. That's what people do in crypto. That's what people do in the real estate housing market. It's very human nature to want to sell when it goes down and buy when it goes up. But the trick is to hold. And that's really hard to do, but you got to be able to hold for a long period. And it takes a lot of patience to do that. So it's weird. Patience is almost like a maybe a get rich slow scheme. But it takes, it's like a superpower to be able to not sell, you know what I mean? Very easy to buy, hard to sell. Very easy to panic sell at a loss. Oops, come on, dude. What is this software doing? What the hell? The software won't let me... Bro, the software won't let me choose this. I cannot believe how broken this is. Got it. All right. You know, I probably ought to just reset the software like right now. I ought to reset that software because it's so buggy. I sure hope that Glaceon 10 I got will go up over time. Whitby prejudice against the law. Tortoise wins the race. Diamond hands. Yeah, I regret trading in the Beckett cards for gold. LMAO. Right. And you know, you go, it's like a learning thing, you know what I mean? It's definitely a learning thing. All right, I'm loading the software back up. That's what I'm going to do. I'm loading the software back up. It definitely needs some kind of update. You know, I did the same thing with stocks, to be honest, at the start. If I showed you my stock portfolio, when I started, I was like buying some crypto and then selling it because it would go down, or buying some stocks and then going, oh man, I don't want to have stocks right now. And I'd rather a pokey or something like that, right? And the truth is, if I had just bought at the beginning and stayed in the entire 6 years, my whole stock portfolio would have done much better. But I didn't do that because I was impatient. I was just kind of like learning. I didn't know how I felt about it. All right, here we go, Mr. Lance. We got the software reset. Okay. And now we're going to plug this in. There you go. Hold the door. Oh, Troy, I sent in a couple Weiss Short Booba cards to Beckett. We're going to hit print. And there we go. Very nice. Mr. Lance, we got that label made. It took a little extra, but we got it made. pop this over here. And let's get a new card up on the table, shall we? Ooh, look at that Charizard, man. There is a tag Charizard. I bet you that this card's going to sell more as a tag card, too. Let's just see. Vmax Climax. Best name for a set ever. Charizard. Vmax Climax Charizard. Let's see. Oh, I see. We got a... So there's multiple Charizards in this set. We want this one, though. 187. And there he is. And he's not terribly expensive. He's about $40. Let's see what the tag equivalent is. I'm just noticing tag slabs, they go for a little more. There are no tag 10s. Let's check sold, maybe. All right. One sold on May 17th. Was that today? Oh, that was yesterday. So he just sold for about 64. Wow. Those tag slabs go for more money. That's crazy. I don't know what to think. How much does Anthony have over here? 15. 15. Does he have let's see. Does he have any other monies? Let's see. No, he doesn't. All right. Well, he's going to miss out on this one. I'm going to hold off on this one. I'm going to hold off on that one. That's what I'm going to do. All right, I made my mind up on that. Try and pick another one. Here's a cool one. Gyarados. Beautiful. We're saving that one for later. Maybe after this Zapdos goes off. The gold medal 10 Zard I got from you at $700 is $1,200 now. Should I panic sell? Brian Frieren. Brian, there's so many people contacting me and telling me that kind of stuff that they've experienced after buying a Pokemon card, the price going up. So it's just a really nice time. Here's what I would do, though. So you got it for $700, is at $1,200 right now. You're worried about the market coming back down. Here's the thing. When the market comes back down, usually it doesn't come all the way back down. And, you know, so it might go from $1,200 to $950 or something like that. You know what I mean? So would I panic sell right now? I wouldn't panic sell, because in a couple more years, it'll be above $1,200. But yeah, it'll probably zigzag. So if you suspect it'll zigzag, you are correct. Tag 10, Gyarados, 007. Let's see what we got. 007. $42. I got mine from Mr. at $750 last year. Oh, wait, I already got the sleeve on this. Where's my sticker? Here it is. All right, $42 on this guy. Pokemon card market has to go back down eventually. And maybe it won't be the whole card market. Maybe it'll be like select pieces of it. We don't know what exactly it'll look like. But things can't go up infinitely. It just doesn't really... It wouldn't make any sense. So you're right to feel like maybe this is the peak. But it is hard to say. Trump's president right now, and it doesn't seem like the stock or like the market's going to explode. Like, he had the whole fight with China, but he's already backed off of that fight. And so, I don't know. Maybe things are just go fine now. I don't know. Ooh, here's that Ty Lee. Mary, man. I wish I bought a blank ton more. I am very lucky because I was already sitting on a lot of Pokemon cards before the big explosion in price. So I am a very lucky boy today. Nathan Gordon, 11 rocket packs for Nathan Gordon. Here you go, Nathan. All right. Yes, I'm a very lucky boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There it is. Do you ever check if these sold listings you say are being reported by the seller, aka not paid for? Shill bidding can be bad on eBay. I don't spend time investigating that kind of stuff. It takes too long. Here we are. This takes too long. I agree there's a chance for shill bidding, but I bet you it's really more like for really important cards, not for like Gyarados. Nobody's shill bidding like a $42 Gyarados. Not worth your time. But let's say you're selling like PSA 10 Charizard first edition or something. Yeah, that one might be privy to shill bidding. There might be people doing shill bidding and stuff. You never know. But luckily, I don't own one of those, and I don't sell it either. Boba Fett. I'm very lucky I don't own one of those Charizards. You know, there was a point, it was like 2 years ago, where I had enough to buy one of those Charizards. All I'd have to do is let go of some of my cards. And so I was like, I should liquidate all these, and I should go get a first edition Charizard. And I'm so glad I didn't, because he just hasn't gone up in price the way other cards have. You know what has gone up in price? Like Evolving Skies, Fusion Strike, Silver Tempest is going up in price. The X-White Year is going up in price. Owning all this other stuff means I've done much better than anyone who sat on a base set first edition Zard. But that being said, I badly want a first edition base set Zard 10. That is one of my Holy Grail cards, and I don't own it currently. But it's not by mistake that I don't own it. I don't own it because it just doesn't make sense. It's not selling for enough. You're not seeing this price fluctuation in the card that suggests, oh no, I'm out of time, I better go buy one of those. It seems that there's still time. Here we are. All right. Here we go. Okay, go Crobat, Wobbuffet. Not bad, Mr. Nathan. Let's grab your bag. You got a big fat one, don't you? Nicholas. Yeah, if anyone sitting on a base set Charizard is experiencing slower value appreciation than, like, let's say like Rudy sitting on a whole warehouse full of booster boxes, he's doing fantastic. He's gonna be a 100 millionaire if he's not already. Here's Raikou. Here's Halo. Here's Mew. Don't forget that Mew. And here is Mumbreon. This card's never gonna sell, huh? This card should go up on eBay. I'm starting to put cards up on eBay that I think you guys are less interested in, because I think the wider market is interested in some of those. All right, good. Tyler Franson, he says 5 more Blue Sky Stream. You got it. Been thinking about helping those Usersoft boxes move by getting that signature into the Usersoft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I need to know how many boxes are remaining of the Usersoft. There we are. Also, I forgot to report this. We got 2 fresh cases of the Weiss Magical Girl set, the one with the boobies and all. So we got even more of that because that was really popular. Cold. Here's a cold one. Here's Gyarados. Cold one. And this guy. Lovely. All right. Tyler. Opening up some Blue Sky Stream. That's a really decent set. Grab this. I like the Blue Sky Stream myself. Okay. Let's get another rotation. We've got House is not sold. Dratini's sold. I'm putting it in the Poke Shuffle. It's a really good one. Okay, there's Tammy. Tammy's at 41. Okay, it looks like you're going to get about $25 out of this. $66 now. I said 25, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. So now this shall go up into the Poke Shuffle for $35. That's 7 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't forget about those fun little Poke Shuffles. But I can see you guys are focused on the breaks. The breaks are just too good, aren't they? Okay, so this shall say E10 tops Dratini 10. Okay, lovely. Does Mr. drink the blood off your plate? Now, that's not blood, right? That's some other protein or some crap like that. Yeah, that's some... No, when I cook steak, I take that and I pour that back into the, like, the mushrooms and all that, you know? There it is. Sauteing mushrooms or some crap. The mushrooms and onions is a very important part of the steak, I feel like. So, I don't know what exactly they call this, but you deglaze the steak pan with a little bit of water, right? and then you got your onion, garlic, and mushroom goes in. And then I like to do, it sounds really simple, but I like to put a little bit of ketchup in the pan with the Worcestershire sauce. And I just cook those until it's all the way cooked through, like soft. And that's really, really simple. But you could do like cilantro or lemon or something like that. And it's almost like it's like a dip almost for the steak. It's weird. And you just put that on a little small little mound on the side of the plate next to the steak. So you can, it's almost like a gravy essentially. Let it caramelize. Anyways. Very fun. I said anyways a lot. Alexi Alvarez, he's back. 18 Team Rockets. Dang, dude. Team Rocket blasting off somewhere. Medium rare, medium well perfect. Rare to medium rare, depending on the cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you got 12 here. Which means we're going to use 6 out of the next box. Oh, the next box is back here. Better if you deglaze with cheap wine. No, I don't do that. Oops, I don't do that. I mean, it's basically grape juice at that point, and I don't put any grape juice in there. I've done that before. I've done a lot of cooking with like wines and wine vinegar. I don't really do that anymore. I don't feel like it adds enough. I really don't. I don't taste it. Yes. You know what you taste? You taste cilantro. You taste jalapeno. There are things you can taste. Wine, I just never really taste the wine. But the combination of like just a simple ketchup and Worcestershire sauce makes this sort of like really sort of nice side flavor. I don't know how to describe it. Really decent. For like a steak, you know. It's like an A1 sauce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But for mushrooms. It is. Water's not the best. I prefer lemon lime juice for deglaze. Oh, water works fine for me. Ready? I'd seen plenty of chefs use water. Ready? If you used only lemon and only lime, I don't think that'd be enough to deglaze the whole bottom of the pan, would it? And then, I mean, if you poured a lot in the pan, that'd be some very sour food. Here we are. But you know, you let the steaks rest while you're cooking those mushrooms, and by the time the steaks rested, all that pink sauces come out. And then I do this thing where I slice the steak into nice bites, and a lot of juice comes out then, and then I just pour that juice back into the mushrooms. It's very good. You'd like it. You'd be like, oh, this is decent. Better than friggin' Longhorn friggin' Steakhouse, bro. Dude, they took like $60 from me tonight. It was so trashy, dude. What a ripoff. You know, they're like, why is Red Lobster going out of business? Why is Applebee's going out of business? Stop serving us like microwaved garbage, dude. Worse than the food at Walmart. That's why. No wonder. Ooh, look at this Eradicate. Anyways, don't get me on my soapbox about the fast food restaurants. And that's what Longhorn and freaking Applebee's are. They're freaking fast food for sure, dude. They're just fast food where you sit down. Glad I learned to cook for myself. Yeah, I think a lot of young people are learning to cook for themselves just because you have to. You have to. You can't afford to go out to eat. It used to cost $1 for a hamburger and $1 for a McChicken. Now those are like $3 or $4 or $5, depending on where you live. So expensive. It's crazy. Just go buy like some hamburgers from freaking Walmart. Cover it in tons of seasoning. You could cook that on a grill. You can bake it. Did you know that? I baked hamburgers in the oven the other day. We got a little grill rack with the drip platter. Just covered the hamburger patty in tons of seasoning. So pop it in the oven for like 17 minutes on 375 degrees. And then there you go. And then you just put a little piece of American cheese on it at the end and you're done. There it is. And it's pretty close to any hamburger you get at any fast food restaurant. It's probably healthier. They probably put crazy crap in their food at the fast food. Plus, you don't know what the worker does to it. If they're having a bad day, if they're scratching their balls, if they're scratching their butthole, if they're not washing in the restrooms. You don't know that. Most of them probably wash their hands. But, you know, you might be the guy who's got the fry chef who doesn't wash his hands. So anyways, yeah, and then they charge you an arm and a leg for it. And it's just like, oh, my God, dude. I like going out to eat. I like it. But, man, the prices are just extortion. I miss those bus rides back from away games in high school. Stopped at McDonald's with $10 was a feast. Yeah, you could get like $10. You get like a fry, a McChicken, a whatever they would have called it, the McTasty or something. I don't know. And then like a hot chocolate fudge sundae or something like it. It'd be like $5 or something like that. Now it's like that'll be $25. Holy, what happened? Here's Alexio Alvarez. But that's everything. Everything's done that. That's the inflation. Real inflation has arrived, you know. Showing up in there. Ooh, what are we looking at here? Ooh, look at that. Are you a fan of the Squirtle from base set? Man, that's one of the best artworks for Squirtle to this day. Name a better Squirtle artwork than this one. Man. Such an exciting card. That is why I'm not going to offer the Classic Collection as a randomly pulled card anymore. I'm just going to start grading them on my own at this point. So this is Classic Squirtle. Okay, Classic Squirtle. So we'll have these pretty consistently. Okay. So Classic Squirtle 10. I'm seeing one price. I'm going to go check the tag price now. If the tag price is a higher price, I'm going to go with that. Let me check sold. All right, so there's none for sale with tag, but I can see tag went for like 50 on May 9, and the PSA 9 or the PSA 10 is also 50. So we're going to go with 50 on this. I might make it 52. Just because there are no tag Squirtles for sale. Also, I need a drink, dude. I'm thirsty. I get thirsty hosting this stream. Do you guys know that? I get real thirsty. It's all the talking, you know. You talk, blah, 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 blah. You talk a lot. Your mouth gets dry. You have a drink. Okay. Now we have an order from Javier Arroyo. 4 Zerlanes. You got it, man. Well, this is good timing. I might have to stand up for more of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. No, we had just enough. Never mind. Hiring homeless to wait in line for me for Pokemon. Hey, man, that's enterprising. That's clever. It's clever. Got to get them a job. All right. Guess the brakes are not going off tonight. Brandon, that's because you're not in them. They're just off by 1. Let's see. We're pretty far along in this guy, but he's got a whopping 7 spots left. 7 by 40 is a lot of money. This guy's up to 6 out of 13. 7 spots left for him. This guy's up 7 spots are left here. The waifu, this has got a lot of spots left. 14 spots on that naughty, nasty waifu. Here's the quest sticker with 9 spots left. And the SPC, I think, has 2, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 spots left. LMAO attempting. We are. Just remember, if you get into a break, you get into a Pokemon pack opening, just remember, Brandon, that's very similar to like a scratcher ticket. So don't think of it as a way to make money. Think of it as a way to lose money and have some fun while losing some money. Wowza, dude. Holy Jesus. God. All right, enough of that. Oh, my Lord. Okay. Ta-da! Spots are default, $40. V8 engines are making a comeback. Are they? They are. I like cheap and affordable engines. I don't like gas guzzling type engines. I'm that type. Yeah, the speed limit's like, it goes up to like 75, you know. If the car gets to 75, I'm good. I don't think I was ever a vehicle person, though. You know, I never liked motorcycles. I never liked trucks. I never liked... the sport vehicles are okay, but really, I get excited for finance. I don't get excited for vehicles. All right, that's for Javier. I think you got a good one this time. Just 4 packs. You pulled the naughty nurse here, succubus nurse. She's the head nurse, so to speak. It's the head nurse. American Muscle will always be the best. Yes. Here's... Maybe if there was like a consistent place to drive them at like 100 miles an hour, I actually would begin to have an interest. Because I like airplanes, I like boats. But those are because you can actually do cool things in those. cars, there's all these rules. You're not allowed to drive fast in a car. So if there's like this place I could simply drive the car to go fast, I'd probably like it a lot more. If I was allowed to go 100 miles an hour on the highway, like if there was an uncapped speed limit, I would buy the most expensive fast vehicle I probably could. So I guess when I think of it from that perspective, the real problem is the law. The law stops me from enjoying a V8 engine. Here's Garrett. For 4 random Japanese Pokies, do you have any Bulbasaur slabs? Bulbasaur slabs. I can't think of any Bulbasaur slabs off the top of my head. But occasionally I get these Bulbasaur poker slabs like this. So keep an eye out for fresh slabs all the time, all right? And then 4 random Pokemon pokers. Poke. Japanese Poke. I'm a little confused. Are you wanting random Japanese booster packs? Is that it? Same here, mister. I mean, I like cool looking cards, but I don't care enough to learn about them. Japanese cars are where it's at. 100 is nothing. 140 to 200. I want to get an Autozam and pull a 2-liter on it. Korean cards are coming up. I have the Korean Blaziken VMAX Alt-Art. I like the Korean cards. I like the Chinese cards. And I like the Japanese cards. They're all part of the same group in my mind of non-English cards. There's also Indonesian. I'm totally open-minded to Indonesian. And there's Thai language. I actually believe Thai language is one of the coolest looking other language cards, foreign language cards. It's just because of the way their letters are drawn. Very neat. They ought to make, it's sad that they don't do this. They ought to make Arabic cards. Could you imagine Pokemon with like Arabic for the letters? That'd be really cool looking. So they don't have that either. What other... I would collect the Slav language cards too. So it's kind of a pity we only have a limit of the Asian languages. I wish Pokemon would expand, actually. So I wish they'd expand so we could do all the different languages. Imagine you had all the major languages and you could collect the same Charizard in every language and show them all off. How cool would that be? And so, you know, I like that kind of stuff. That stuff gets me excited. All right, so we have an order for Garrett. He says 4 random Japanese Pokies. I guess he probably should be given 4 random booster packs. Let's see. Pokemon Japanese. A whole bunch of them are $3. Let's pick out what I think is decent. Black Flame. Yeah, definitely Black Flame, because Black Flame will give you a shot at... Here it is. Oh, well, that's Future Flash. Is that Future Flash or is that Cyber Judge? I can't remember. This is Future Flash. So you got Future Flash. Here's an Ancient Roar. I want the... I don't see it. The one I want for him, I don't see. Battle Partners. I'm going to give him a Battle Partners. So you're going to get Battle Partner, $1 off. So we'll get this instead of the Black Flame. And then let's just grab one more, shall we? How about Scarlet? Let's grab Scarlet. Base Scarlet? Yeah, let's grab a base Scarlet for you. Okay. So there you go. You got 4 random packs, $12. I gave you about $13, so you're getting $1 free. Let's get them open. You see Bungeon stealing art? They're caught a 5th time. Pretty bad. That's sort of like people stealing video content too, you know. They just... whatever they're going to do. All right, we got a cold one. A cold one. A cold one. And a cold one. Wow, he just pulled 5 cold packs in a row, all bulk. Any of the bulk look good? Well, who drew this? That's Tetsu. Look at that Phoebos. That's cool, man. Here's let's see. Phoebos. This guy's cool. Phoebos is cool. Paris is stupid. This is the liberal arts major who thinks she's way smarter than you because you didn't get a degree. Yeah, you can have that for fun. All right, you can twist it when it gets home. Teasing you. All right, twist the card up into pieces. Yes, well, did you know? Toss this over here. All right. Something about this card, this Pokemon. All right. Very nice. Garrett with the G. but you're actually this guy over here, aren't you? Right? You're Ben Rains. Ben Rains is Garrett. Okay. No work today, but next weekend I will be working on Saturday. Ta-da! No! Okay, so we've got one break going on right here. What do you guys think of this Eevee promo? You think I should sell these or you think I should hold them? You know, it's pretty hard to grade things 10, and I feel like the market's probably pretty saturated with these right now. But it's a cute Pokemon card, and I feel like over time it's probably going to rise, right? Like next year it's probably going to cost more. Man, I got to have a drink. I'm going to go get a drink, guys. I'll be right back. We finished selling EV2? Darn. Yeah, I know. But there's other EV sets, other One Piece sets that are pretty close. All right, I'm here. Move that to the side for the moment. Mr. Great Britain just sent boots on the ground. No, they didn't. Here's Garrett. He says, for shipping to blah, 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 blah. You got it. Okay, here's this. Mr. Garrett. Have we shipped you before? Oops. Okay. And we'll grab all this. Miss Alexis should be in on Monday to do some shipping. All right, I don't have your email, so there'll be no tracking label for this one. What is this music, man? I feel like I'm at like some sort of fashion show. All right, there it is. Oh, you know, I probably should have put your other name in the label for the address book next time. There it is. Okay, the label matches the bag. That's all that matters here. You didn't have any slabs by chance, did you? Garrett. Is that an R22? Mister, I haven't been here in a while. Are there any nice Electabuzz slabs for sale? I have an extremely nice Electivire. All right, actually, so no slabs. I'll say no slabs. I'll save her that trouble. For whatever reason, ink doesn't really dry to these labels very easily when it comes off of a pen. It must be the material. All right, hopefully that sticks a little bit. So, thank you for that. I'll set this over here for her. Perfect. Thank you. You're gonna love it when it arrives. It's very fun. It's like Christmas. Now, Brian, you might have just missed it, but we actually have an extremely good Electivire. Here it is. Population 22, according to this. PSA 10, 2009, 1800. That's probably a low price. Swirl over here. Yep. All right. Okay. Did you see the Mexican Navy crash? I saw that. Oh, what a travesty. There were people just ripping into it in the comment section. They were making fun of them so hard, but that was terrible to watch. Was that like a historic Navy ship? That's super sad. I heard that the power went out and that people actually got injured on it. And so that's really sad. No good at all. No Electivire daddy issues. Daddy issues? Okay. Here's a lovely Galarian Moltres. It's a cheap card, and it's from 2022. I think it's a cheap card, actually. We're going to find out in a minute. Hey, what's up, Mr. Catnip? How's it going? All right, here we go. So, this shall be, because I doubt there is a tag version of this, Moltres. What's the number on it? 079. Nothing. Let's try Moltres V-Star Universe. There should be one of these for sale. That's not what we're looking for. Wait, what if we sort by cheapest? Oh, we are sorted by cheapest. Sold maybe? Let's see if it's sold. I can't get a price because there's none for sale. We'll choose ended recently. Give me a minute. Ah, okay. Well, these are an auction. I guess I get to kind of pick my own price. So if I get to pick my own price on this, I'm probably going to go with a solid $35. Obviously, it's not free to grade these items. And these Japanese holographics do not always grade 10. They do grade 9. So that's a nice card. So a little $35 card there. Yeah, that corner does not look as good. It's like the light doesn't shine on it in a good way. Like, look, it immediately looks nicer now, right? I need to get different lighting. 3 cases, wow. You will have a nice Electabuzz on the table soon. Oh, really? Okay, Mr. Garrett shared with me his email. Garrett, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in and edit that address right away to include some of this information, okay? So your stuff is on the way, and there is no tracking for it, but the next time you order shipping, there will be tracking. Here it is. We're going to choose edit. And up here, under names, we're going to add Garrett. Okay, and then email. We got the email in. Okay, and so that's been updated. So all that information is there now. Cool. Now we have an order from our friend, Mr. Joshua Whipple for Team Rockets. You got it. Joshua Whipple. How's it going, man? Boy, those Saturday streams are important, man. I hate missing Saturday streams. It's plenty busy tonight. You know, when I take those Saturdays off, that's a real bad thing. I wish I had somebody who could cover my weekends. I really do. Somebody who could just go live and cover my weekends. All right. Very good. Tossing this. Cold. Oh, look at that. Giovanni, very nice. Joshua Whipple. We pulled too many of those Giovannis, man. I want to pull that freaking Mewtwo. Come on, man. Freaking Pokemon. Okay. I could do it, mister. Just send me everything you have and I'll stream. You probably could, but I can't do it that way. Here it is. Gotta be somebody who lives next to me. It is Joshua. Still wouldn't mind having Alexis do it, but it's been kind of difficult because she had like plans to move and all this stuff, so everything got put on hold. We are. All right. Joshua Whipple. Hee joking. Sounds feasible. Look at that Typhlosion, man. He looks nasty. He looks very nice. Let's get a rotation going. Lovely Vulpix. It's a great card. South Park. I just sold one of these for $400 right here on the table. I happen to own another one. I'm like the only person who's got 10s of these. They're very rare. Here's Clefairy, a Tammy card, PSA 10, and Heracross. Look at that. 10, 10, 9, 10, 10. But here, let's get rid of this. Oh, there we go. Much nicer. All 10s. Luke Laurie, shipping $45. 2 slab away. 1 Simpsons pack, 5 battle partners. Luke Laurie. All right. So $45 to slab away. Let's start there. Slab away. Scroll over to the L's. Luke Laurie has Lunatone. I'm going to use my calculator for this one to make it easy. $175 remains. Boom. All right. Updated. Now, 1 Simpsons pack, 5 battle partners. 5 battle partners. Where are you located again? You said you were by a park or something, like a town or something. Yeah, something like that. I'm in Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri. And we're probably going to skedaddle out of here by next year. We're saving up officially. Well, we've been saving up, but we're really saving up. So we're going to start saving up. I'm getting rid of some of my products that I've been holding. And we want to be able to upgrade to a more sophisticated place to live. Of course, that will also mean that if Alexis doesn't go with us, which I don't know if she would, I don't think she would, we will eventually have to hire somebody new at that point. 8 fabulous cards, 1 lousy sticker. So whenever I move, I'll probably recreate the setup so that I'm in charge of the shipping directly again. And of course, that means that I'll be slowed down. I'll be able to do less work. There it is. So we'll find out how to deal with that. All right. Want WWE Backlash held in St. Louis recently. Long queue, short queue, short queue. Queue is short. All right. And we have Peace, man. I will not encourage others to fly. Oh, that sounds sad, doesn't it? All right. We got all our typical The Simpsons cards. We've seen all these a number of times. Okay, go to bed. Gangway, man. By the creator of Simpsons, Matt Groening. How old is he? He's got to be quite old now, huh? He must be 70 or something by now, right? No, he's probably 60. Matt Groening. What's Matt Groening's age? I'm curious. He's really nice. He made the Futurama series. That's my favorite, Futurama. That was better than The Simpsons, in my opinion. They did that Futurama remake, and I feel like we watched it and we didn't like it. Just didn't have the same, I don't know, didn't have the same passion. It's like a lack of passion in the writing. Here it is. Someone doesn't like flying. Here's Lycanroc. That's one of my favorite Bart cards. Peace, man. All right, and here's Sarah Aura. So there you go. And now you want a round of shipping, Mr. Luke. We can arrange that. Okay, get that out of my way. Get that corn out of my face. Luke Laurie, hit bag. We'll take these and place these in like here. Luke Laurie. How much do you actually have? You might need an actual box. There it goes. Luke Laurie says, how's the stream going tonight? Yeah, well, we started a little bit late, as usual. If you start late every single day, you're not late. That's the new stream time. But we were starting at about 1:55, and it's just been nonstop sales. Can't complain, man. Can't complain. We got a nice thing going. Where is my box? It's good when there's sales because sales kind of give us the content. So sales and content are the same thing. If there's no sales, then I sit here and twiddle my thumbs and no one has anything to watch. this here. I'll put this on this side. And this bag shall go right here. Perfect. Like a puzzle. Okay. And now, Mr. Luke, let me print you up a label. Perfect. Is my bag still good, or do I need to ship? Says Oscar Diaz. We have a new thing where you can store your bag over here for $5 per year. So let's say you feel that your bag is almost up for the whole year. You can store it over here for just $5. If you're international, there's no fee to store your bag over here. You just have to arrive. You have to come into the stream and say, please update my bag. So international buyers, they can store their stuff here as long as they need to. And then let's go check your bag. You get 1 full year automatically. That's a long time. Omar. 824. It's getting closer. 824 is kind of old. I would say, I always tell people, don't wait for the 11 month. So we're in month number 5, and July is month number 6. I would say ship it by month number 7. Don't let it get older than that. Bad idea. Okay, so now we have Joshua Whipple, 3 more Team Rocket, Tram Rockets, 3 more rockets. Tram Rocket, what's a Tram Rocket? Did I bring my drink in here? Yeah, I brought my drink in here. It's a nice Clefairy here. Pan Express is so good. Don't have a cow, man. If you had a crew, your business would ramp up a lot. I know. I would say that's a pretty important thing. One of the problems I've had in Lake of the Ozarks, there's not a lot of people living here. There's just not. It's a small town, real small. And I can't find people to work for me. I just can't find people. I put out an ad for people to work, and they don't respond. So, yeah, we are. You know how I met Alexis? I snagged her out of Walmart. She was working there, and I just started talking to her casually. And I was like, yeah, I was supposed to interview somebody, and they didn't show up. That's how I met Alexis, is I was just trying to meet people to try and find somebody to work. Here's Joshua. All right. But that's exactly what had happened. That day, I was supposed to interview somebody, and they just didn't show up to the interview. And I was like, damn, dude. All right. We were talking about Pan Express. That's actually who I do contracts with. Why have I been smelling Chromebook laptops? Because the F students are inventors. Oh, my gosh. That tastes so good. Water's so good when you're thirsty. I graded this. Will it sell? I mean, it got a 10. It's a Master Ball 10. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? You mean you hit on Alexis at Walmart? Not at all. Not at all. Here we are. Very nice. Here we go. Joshua Whipple. Let's see. Grabbing this. This is going to say tag 10. What's his name? Ting Lu. Ting Lu. I don't know, dude. Ting Lu. I'm not feeling Ting Lu. Do you guys feel Ting Lu? Somebody buy this and prove to me that there's demand for it. All right, 34. I think women are just naturally drawn to Mr.'s personality. Please. Here we are. I don't think so. I'm not a cool guy on a motorcycle at all. I am very much a nerd. I'll mark the date on this. Instead of Carddass, can I write your name on the package? I don't trust the postman. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. All right. Do you want to come work for me and not deal with Walmart's BS anymore? No, it's just a casual conversation. I was talking about how I was supposed to have somebody show up for a work interview and they didn't show up. And then she inquired about it. She was asking about exactly what it was. And then I mentioned it, and I hadn't found anyone yet. And I was like, you know, you could interview for it if you'd like, because I just hadn't found anyone. It was that difficult. But I realized it was a good idea because Walmart already does background checks on people, so that part's done. If Walmart thinks a person's decent enough to work at, Walmart cashier, or whatever, that's actually, it's almost like a filter, isn't it? Somebody who's already been hired somewhere. I realized, oh my gosh, you just find somebody who's already working for like Target or Walmart or just some decent place, some place where it's nice to shop. And those companies are like filters already, aren't they? Because I did meet people. I did get a couple of interviews, and I just kept meeting people who couldn't get past the interview portion. I interviewed 3 people, and then there was a 4th person who didn't show up for the interview. And then eventually I met Alexis, and she was already employed. And that worked perfectly. So sort of like scalping worker headhunting or whatever. Workers from Walmart. Here's Nathan Gordon, 12 rockets. She's a smart person. She needs to get rich, man. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. He already has a Minecraft server. When you start a Minecraft server, it's hard to get fired by Walmart. I worked for Walmart. I actually worked for Sam's Club, which is it is part of the Walmart Corporation. And then before Sam's Club, I worked for Target. So I was just a guy at Target for like 3 or 4 years. I worked there for a long time. And, there's smart, talented people, creative people who work at those places. Just their first job is all. Everyone gets a first job. Here we are. All right. You got to be competitive with the wages, especially in this day and age. Oh, I agree. Ready? Cold. Do you have Bang Dream Ave Musica? What? That sounds like a Weiss set, and I would say no, I don't have that. Get hired at Walmart or Target just to get the Pokemon at retail. Whoa, look at this. Wheezing. Brr. Very lovely. So this is for Nathan Gordon. No, but if you can't get hired, if you cannot get hired at Target or Walmart, huge red flag. Why would I want to hire you? You know what I mean? So Target and Walmart, they really are sort of like filters, aren't they? It's not true that they take everybody. They actually do reject people. They reject people who they think would be bad workers. And so it's an interesting thought that you could probably just walk straight up to somebody working at one of those retail places and solicit a job and be like, hey, you looking for work? It is. You are. But, yeah, it just kind of worked out that way. I didn't intend for it to work out that way. Spide Ops. Here's Sedatan. Retail won't hire me. Restaurants will in an instant, though. We are. I'm okay with paying, mister. All right. Put this over here. Very nice. I had one guy apply for the job recently. He was a construction worker, and he'd done construction for like a long time. And now he wants to, like, what, swap over to Pokemon? Like, I don't know, dude. There we go. And he was telling me, he was basically talking like he didn't even really want the job. That was the worst part. I was texting him, and he was explaining how, oh, well, contracts are slow right now, so I'm just looking for a little thing to fill the time up. I'm like, bro, get out of here. Okay, we got a Magneton coming up on the table here. Super cool Shinji Kanda drawing. Magneton. Mag. Naton. And 112. How do you pay for health insurance? I know big companies have decent medical insurance. I don't do health insurance, so that's it. She does not get health insurance through me. She is married, though, and I suspect her husband gets health insurance. This can't be right. Let's try this. Magneton Electric Breaker. Let's try Magneton Breaker. All right, so there is a Magneton 10 for $63. Tag 10. What is a PSA 10? Tag slabs seem to cost more. It's quite a bit cheaper. The PSA 10 is quite a bit cheaper. I don't know what to think about that. Well, I know what to think about that. Let's test and see if the Tag 10 actually sells at that price. That's all. We just need to have proof that it sells at that price. So let's go check sold. And then let's check ended recently. Okay, no, it sold at a much more reasonable price. All right. Okay, so there is a Tag 10, and it's really expensive. It's like $60, but it more recently sold for like $35. Yeah, I worked at Pizza Hut for a year. Nice. I was told when I was a kid, that was my dad's first job. He worked at Pizza Hut a long, long time ago. Pizza Hut. Yeah, we all get jobs like that. It's pretty normal. It's good to have, you know, humble beginnings. It's what you do later that matters, you know? All right. Everyone should have to work customer service for a year. Mr. Hawk is back. What's up, man? Future Flash Japanese. You got it. Where'd that Future Flash Japanese go? Is it over here? No, it's over here, isn't it? All right, Future Flash. I guess Carddass doesn't have a website. So it's in the description of the live stream. That's how we do it. Yep, we've been doing this for 6 years, believe it or not. 6 years, and our setup works like this. You head over to the description of the live stream, the YouTube live stream. You're going to see a link for PayPal, CASHAPP, or whatever information you need for Venmo, CASHAPP, ZELLE, crypto. Use whatever method you like to pay. And then beneath that, you can see shipping. Shipping is $9 in the United States for any amount of cards. You can have 20 pounds of cards. It's still $9. And it's always $9. That price ensures a certain quality. And these are very expensive items. You don't want cheap shipping. But we don't ship out until you pay for shipping. So your stuff stays over here for up to 1 full year. People do this. They leave their cards here for like 4 or 5 months. And then they ship 4 or 5 months later for $9. Why do they do that? Combined shipping, that's why. And just because it's easy and convenient for that. You know, if you shipped every single day, it'd be really tricky. Okay, and then beneath the shipping, you'll see a user agreement, buyer agreement. You might want to read that over. You don't have to, but probably you should, so that you can see if there's any things you should know. Beneath that, you got the secret menu, which is a couple extra items on an Excel type sheet or whatever. It's a Google Word document, isn't it? And then beneath that is the rest of the menu. So we got the menu, the secret menu, buyer agreement, shipping, and payment at the top. So that's all of it. That contains all the information you need to get going here. What is nice about our low-tech setup, you don't got to sign up for anything. You don't got to put your credit card number into anything. You don't like any kind of personal websites or anything like that. So I don't ask for your credit card information. Or PayPal might ask for your credit card. I don't know if PayPal does, but I think they do. But you can trust PayPal. You know, PayPal's a huge company with super encryption. So that's what's nice about our setup. We don't do any kind of bull crap where you got to sign up for this, sign up for that, hand over your email to some unknown website, create a password, blah, blah, blah. We don't have anything like that. You just pay and go. When you make a payment, I get that email with what you bought. So if you send me $10 on PayPal, you go $10 to Cardconomist, I'm buying the Magneton. And then, so you type that in the note, and I read the note on the email, and that's how I know what you bought. Really easy. It's a caveman setup. It's the same setup from 6 years ago. Never changed. But it's weird. Why stop something that works so well? It works really well. So we just don't change it. Here you go, Mr. Hawk. You got the house mouse. Very nice. Sent on PayPal for an order. I was just wondering about slabs. Sure. Ask any questions you want. I'm here. I'll answer any questions. All right. Now we have an order from click. Dominic Gonzalez. 10 Blue Sky Streams, 6 EV Heroes. Korean, right? Yes, because I don't carry any other type. EV Heroes. That's an electric breaker. What's this? Oh, this is EV Heroes. Got it. Okay. Put this over here. He said 6 of these. You sold through the gold, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I still have the gold. I just don't push it as hard. Here we are. You can always trade or buy the gold. Although, as time passes, I have to update the prices. Yeah, ask me about the gold anytime you want to do a trade or purchase of gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lovely. And then he asked for 10 of these, didn't he? 10 Blue Sky Streams. Used to read PayPal messages instead of email. Yeah, a long time. Well, before that, too, I used to get Streamlabs was how people paid. That was how it all started, Streamlab donations. Then Streamlab banned me because they're like, you're not allowed to use our platform that way. And I had to beg them to unban me. And then they did unban me, and I don't use them anymore anyway, so I guess it didn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what happened was, a long time ago, there were these huge chargebacks. Some guy was being real bad. He did some chargebacks. And I contacted them, and I said, hey, what are you guys going to do about these chargebacks? I actually shipped this guy his product. And they're like, what the They were all mad. They're like, wait a second. Streamlabs isn't for this. We're not a payment processing platform for product. We're here for donations only. So they had to, I guess they banned me. They said, for liability reasons, we don't want you as a customer. So I had to contact them. I'm like, all right, we won't use you as a payment platform anymore. That was when I set up the menu as you see it today. It was originally just PayPal. So originally we set it up with just PayPal. But yeah, before that point, it was Streamlabs. And Streamlabs was a company that had made me a lot of money already on the TheCardconomist channel. People make those direct donations to get the little image to pop up on the screen. So people were doing that back then. And yeah, I liked Streamlabs. It was nice using it back then because Streamlabs would actually do this thing where you could see who spent the most money. So back then, I could see who spent the most. For example, and I don't think I ever mentioned this, Mahasfara, the moderator, one of the months, he spent $10,000. Here's Glaceon. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of money. And so he was back then, he was like #1 for a little while as a customer. He was a big customer, dude. And we hung out together on stream and talked about the hobby. And I think I talked a lot of people back then into buying boxes. And Mr. Mahasfara was watching that content. He bought some vintage boxes, and he did very well because of that. You're lucky he bought those boxes. Look at these stupid cards. I hate these stupid... I was making a bulk box the other day, and these stupid filler cards are so annoying. See these? I'm going to toss these away. Anyways. Yeah, he bought some, what was it? He bought black and white Euro boxes. Yeah, he was buying black and white Euro boxes back then. And I think he was getting them around like $1,000. And right away, they went from like 1,000 to 2,000. It could have been less than 1,000. And I think he sold me the EX, not the EX. He sold me an Arceus box recently, and I think he got close to 10,000 for it. Was it 10,000? I can't remember. So that's why I have a Deoxys box now. Okay, here's this. Here's a Dragonite. Rawr. Lovely. Most recently, we disabled Streamlabs because it was overheating my laptop really bad. When I get a brand new laptop, new setup, new laptop, I might bring the Streamlabs back. There it is. We had a funny thing going on where you could donate certain amounts of money to get certain sound effects to play. But, people didn't do that much. They didn't want to do that. And I don't blame them because why would you want to donate money when you could spend money in open packs? Makes more sense to open packs. All right, so that's for Dominic Gonzalez. So I think a soundboard would make a lot more sense. How many spots left in the SPC? Last time I checked, there were 2 spots left in the SPC. Quite close, quite close. There was a ton of momentum right at the beginning of the stream, and now the momentum has shifted over into opening packs. Here's Dominic Gonzalez. Kind of like everyone who wanted to buy spots in these breaks already bought in. All right. All right. I'm selling a portable gaming PC if you're interested. Oh, no, that's okay. Portable gaming PC, like a laptop. There we are. I try to let my laptops pretty much break before I stop using them. Oops. Here's Dratini. This one's been rotating for a while, and he's a 9. We got any 9s over here? This Pikachu's been rotating. It might be coming down soon. That Jigglypuff. I think the Jigglypuff's too expensive. Ariados. There's Lightning again. Lightning 10. And Charmeleon. Take a look at these cards, guys. They might leave the table in a second. Here's Michael Ibarra, 3 packs, Glory of Team Rocket. You guys have been hammering the Team Rocket. Team Rocket, huh? There it is. If fits in a bag and goes through airport security, built myself. Nice. There we go. All right. Ta-da. Do you give discounts to type 1 diabetics that have to buy insulin? What? Here's Blaziken. Yes, we give double discounts. It's an interesting question. I've never been asked that question. So assuming you're not like teasing me, I would have to say, I think if I did that for you, the problem is there would probably be other people in the group that would say something like, well, I've got this disability. Where's my discount? Or the next guy would come in and say, well, I'm a veteran. Where's my discount? And so I think to keep things very simple, it would just be no tricky discounts. They'll all just be the same price all the time. Here we are. But what you can look for is for items to go on sale or clearance. So, for example, we are having the moving sale. If you check the menu, we have some items that are extra cheap right now as a result of that. They're at the top of the description. So if you look for the category moving sale, you'll find items in there, and those are much cheaper for everyone right now. Here we go. Interesting question, though. I've never been asked that before. Here we go. I remember when I was working for Coca-Cola, I was in Washington, Missouri, this really countryside kind of place, really low population. And I was getting to know the Dr. Pepper vendor out there because, you know, there's a Pepsi vendor, Dr. Pepper vendor, and a Coca-Cola vendor, and I was the Coca-Cola guy. And it's fun to meet the other vendors. You know, you think of the soda companies as huge competitors, but the workers were like, you know, the closest thing to coworkers. That's how it works. Your coworkers are the other vendors. And so I was talking to the Dr. Pepper guy, and, you know, after meeting him a couple times over like a year, you know, we were just sharing more details about ourselves. And he was talking about how he was born with type 1 diabetes. He was like this healthy guy. He was like young and healthy. And he was, you know, when you think of diabetes, you think of people who are maybe like me, eating too much candy or too many cookies or something like that. But you can get diabetes even while looking healthy. And he said he was born with it and he has to take insulin like every single day. I was like, dang, dude, that sucks. He looked like me. He was probably my age. He was about my build. We were soda vendors, you know, doing soda vendor activities. And he just had to do insulin and I didn't have to do insulin, and that was it. And so that's life, though. You know, life deals you a hand of cards, and you have to play with the hand of cards that you're dealt. You just have, whatever it is, you know, it might be something with a lot of grief, something with a lot of frustration, depression, whatever you got. In my life, I'd say I had a pretty bad childhood. I had a tough childhood. And so that was my bad hand. And so, but life is going a lot better much later. So much, I didn't know it when I was younger, but life was going to get much better as I aged. Here it is. So life is good right now, and I'm going to try and enjoy it while I can, because eventually it'll probably get bad again. You remember David Horowitz Hijik? No, I don't remember. Who's that guy? He also takes sardines for trade. That's not an exaggeration. I will accept sardines for store credit if you've got high-quality sardines. All right. I need some rip and ship streamers with animated screens. Oh, I see some rip and ship streamers with animated streams. I could do that if I bought a really expensive laptop and then I bought this thing here instead of an iPhone. It was like a high-quality camera. And then I ran a cord from this camera to the laptop. We could run the stream through something like Streamlabs or OBS or whatever. And at that point, I can add all kinds of layers, animations, maybe some tricky interactivity things like, oh, your name is on the screen or Pokemon's on your, whatever you want. I just don't do that. It's not that I don't have a knowledge around doing that, because I did that for years for the Game Economist. I just don't do it. I just really like the way this is. This is very simple and very clean. And I don't know. I could change it if you wanted, though. If there was like a remarkable improvement in the participation in the stream, maybe it would be worth the investment to just properly set that up. But I don't know. I like the low technology. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I already did it for a while on the other channel. I like this setup because there's very little of that. Do you take Japanese knives for store credit? No, definitely not. Not knives. It's gotta be Pokemon cards. Live Hijack for 1987. What about kisses for credit? You gotta be good looking. So, you know, that might play against you. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Only attractive people get to sell their kisses. No uglies. Javier Arroyo. Spot on the Prismatic. Oh, it's close. Okay, Javier Arroyo. Kisses. What if the knife will kill? Are guys included in the kissing? I don't know. I don't think so. We are. Box battle. How attractive would a guy have to be for you guys to kiss him? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoa. Okay, Mr. just told you were ugly. So next up, we've got... So one spot left in that. And then we have Mr. Raul Mendoza. I mean, would you kiss Jesus? Raul Mendoza says 1 vintage pack, 2 Poke Shuffles. Ah, the Poke Shuffles moved tonight. Poke Shuffles kind of slowed down a little bit, huh? Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt, huh? My wife hates it when... my wife always points out that other men find Brad Pitt to be attractive. She's like, you guys always choose Brad Pitt. It's so funny, dude. All right, you ready? Ta-da! Okay. Oh, there's 2 cold ones. Sorry. Leonardo DiCaprio in his Wolf of Wall Street prime. Oh, yeah. Okay. There. Now, 1 vintage pack. You'll take a kiss before a hug, right? I just got everything packed up, threw in a couple goodies for giveaway for the stream. Is that okay? Yeah, I don't mind. He needs to be trans. Johnny Depp from the 90s, no Jomo. 1, 2. All right, there's that. Oh, he only ordered 1 of these. All right. Let's see what you got. Ready? These are my custom vintage packs. And you've got Energy Flow, Porygon, Venonat, Dratini, and that's actually base set Ninetales. It's kind of cool, isn't it? Okay. You have to be under 25 for a Leo Kiss. Oh, that rules me out. Too old. Oh, very nice. Who's the most attractive man on Earth right now? What do you guys think? That's a tough one. Well, no, there's a difference, though, because I said attractive enough to kiss versus... like most attractive. I think is a difference between that because it would be hard to kiss a guy, you know what I'm saying? But if you had to pick a guy who you think has an ideal look, that's easy. You know, well, it's easier anyways. Woohoo, let's get this guy. Nice new sleeve. If the man looks like a woman, it's okay for some reason. Yeah, maybe that's the answer. Maybe the easiest guy to kiss would be whoever most looks like a woman. Raul Mendoza. Would you kiss your dad to save your mom? Reported the live stream for awkwardness. Oh, no. I already read that one. Catnip says, simp. You are. Ta-da. Place this here. All right. I'll tell you somebody who I think looks really ugly. That guy who keeps getting rolls and everything. The Chalamet guy or whatever. He was in Dune. I can't stand looking at that guy. Something about him just makes me want to just punch him right in the face. I don't know what it is. I can't stand looking at him. Charizard V-Star. 100 misters with hand weapons versus 1 gorilla. Timothy Chalamet. Oh, the girls love P. Diddy. P. Diddy is the winner. Oh, nice. Check this out. This is a Raul Mendoza commission slab, and it's actually 2 slabs. PSA 6, Gengar Prism. This is the Carddass Gengar, $545 per each. The red ones cost a little more than the green one. But you get both of them, and they're sequential. That's a 2, and that's a 3. So these are sequential. I call these the Game Boy Carddass collection. It's one of my favorite vintage collections. I own a lot of these. Check that out on the back. That's the actual old Game Boy artwork for Gengar. Amazing. So there's no other Pokemon card like this that has the actual old Game Boy artwork on it. That's why it's so good. I have more of these, but I don't sell them very often. I thought I was the only one. I just want to slap Timothy Chalamet with a baguette. You are? He gets every roll in every... Oh, this is an available break, guys. This is a gym break, okay? He gets every roll in every movie. I don't get it. What's the appeal? All right, we're hitting refresh. Did you hear Diddy fingered Justin? No, he didn't. Justin came out and said he did not get touched. That's what he said. Javier Arroyo for Pokey Shuffles. Where would we hear that? All right, here we are. You're lying. Javier Arroyo, 1, 2, 3, 4. Zoop. Good luck. Oh. Very nice. Haha, doing well. By the way, check this out. Deoxys Whiscash. Pop 13, Reverse Hollow EX Deoxys card. These EX Deoxys Reverse Hollows are extremely desirable and rare. All right. So these are from the Poke Shuffle. He didn't get touched. He's the one that was doing the touching. Ugh. God, dude, so gross, man. I don't want to know about it. There you go. Baby, baby, baby. Ah! More waifu slabs. Haha, Mr. knows so much about Diddy for some reason. I'm going to have a sip of this. Now, I just follow the news, dude. The news came out today that Justin Bieber made a statement that he was not sexually molested by P. Diddy. So he came out and made that statement today. YK, Mr. I would just watch your streams for the longest time, then I started ordering. Nice, dude. How old is Diddy? I actually do not know. You ready? Here goes. But he's from the 90s, isn't he? So he must be kind of old. Here we are. Javier Arroyo. Old enough to have his buns clapped in prison. Oof. Boy, I bet he's having the worst time of his life, man, if you think about it. If Diddy was some kind of sex maniac, sex addict, and he's living that lifestyle, I guess, and now he's just in prison, probably not having sex. He's probably miserable. Of course, shame on him for whatever he did, because apparently he's got a lot of accusers. So that's his problem. Do you follow the regular news or the specialized Diddy news? I follow TikTok. I scroll through TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and I stay off of X. I don't like X anymore. X is too dark, man. But the first three, I'll scroll through those real fast and absorb a lot of information, and then I come here to this stream and I have all the information. So, very nice. It actually kind of goes hand in hand, because when I come into the stream, it gives me something to talk about, and yeah, this is kind of like a talking job. So talking about the news is very relevant and valuable. I love X. All the gore videos are awesome. I have seen those. They're messed up. Yeah, gore videos are messed up, but I have seen those on X. Yeah, you can run into that. You can run into naked people all over the place. It's too dark, man. It's definitely like 4chan or something. It's like if 4chan was mainstream or something. I don't like it. At first, I thought it was really interesting, and now it's like, this has got to be unhealthy. So I don't go there anymore. Let's talk about Kissing Men and Diddy. How many orders in the queue? 0 orders in the queue. Diddy can get all the blank he wants in prison. Sure, Justin had to say that. All right, so let's go ahead and grab this Gengar. Ooh. Ta. Beautiful. This guy normally sells for like, what, $40? All right. And a lovely tag slab. Tag 10. Gengar. Wild Force. Let's try PSA 10. You need the full art Gengar EX from Temporal Forces. I don't like him. He's ugly. He's got to be one of the ugliest Gengar designs in the hobby. You're talking about this guy right here, right? Hold on. He just looks bad. No way, dude. He shall not touch this table. So it looks like we're going to be selling this for 40 bucks. Did you see the outdoor dude stopped YouTube? See, I keep up with the news. Outdoor boys. And yeah, he came forward and said, I'm stopping because I work too much, my family, bada bada bing. I wonder if he was having affairs or getting flirted with or something. And his wife was probably the one telling him to shut it down. So I wonder what's really going on behind the scenes, you know. Because my thoughts are he either doesn't like it anymore, like he's bored of it, or his wife really doesn't like it and she is threatening to break up with him. And I'm betting it's her because I've watched some of those videos and she always just sort of goes along with it. But you can tell she doesn't have the same passion for it. So I bet she doesn't like it anymore. And he probably gets flirted with. Because think about it. He's this guy who's really good at what he does. He's got so many views. He's like a celebrity. He's a very goofy celebrity, but he's like celebrity status at this point because that guy gets that many views. And I bet he gets flirted with and the wife doesn't like it. That's my suspicion. I don't think it's all just like, oh, I got to spend more time with the boys or the family. Nah, it's got to be. It could be in part that. And I bet you if they've reached that point where he's saying, okay, I'm stopping, I bet you they've fought about it a bunch already. I bet you they've talked about it many times. He's been analyzing the wife's body language and mannerisms. Thoughts? He wants to spend more time with his kids. His kids have their YouTube too. Ooh, we got a big order coming in, guys. Look out. Here goes. Mr. Omar Faba, who is Mr. R1, says, EV SPC, new bag. I want all the goodies, please. All right. All the goodies would be the EV promo and the EV box, okay? That would be the goodies. Let me go grab the box. Might as well bring two in here. These are my last two already. Ow. That's so sharp. Why is that so sharp? All right, these last two right here. He says, wait, really? Well, we could probably ship you the, what are they called? The deck sleeves. I get whole piles of the deck sleeves. I just throw those away. I assume most people don't want the deck sleeves. If you'd like the deck sleeves, maybe you could ship out right away. And then for the playmat's like another deal. It doesn't really fit in with any of the other stuff. Here we go. Let's go ahead and snip this open. I feel like Mr. Eugene from Hey Arnold. Are you going to be stocking up on Destined Rivals because you get nostalgia? Yeah, we've got a pretty decent chunk of it ordered. At a high price, unfortunately, and I don't like that, and so I'm probably not going to make any money on it at all. Maybe I'll just open it and grade it. Mister, you're always hurting yourself. The floor is very sharp over here. Maybe what you could do, Mr. Omar, is you could send in $15 and we can get separate shipping for the playmat. I don't know how it would fit in with the other two things. They literally just don't fit together. It makes no sense to put them together. But maybe we could just put them all back into the box. I don't know. All right, let's snip this. All right. Very nice. And let me take this other box and put it on the floor now. All right, but that's pretty standard. That's kind of what we do with all the UPCs. We just kind of toss the other stuff out. The Entei Gym Break finish. Entei Gym Break. It must have. I don't see it. Unless it's back here. Oh, no, it did not. Here it is. Entei Gem Break. Didn't see that. Do you use Pirate Ship? I use Stamps. Stamps is an old one. Oh, I love this song that's playing. It's a fun song. All right, very cool, man. Ooh. Aha, that's what you really want right there. Yeah, so I just throw these away almost always, but... And then here's this. Can these fit in here? We originally do not let you keep this either. Oh, maybe it just fits in here. Maybe that will work. Okay, and the playmat, we don't mess with the playmat. Oh. Do you sell the playmat separately? I do not. I've tried selling playmats. They don't really sell. There you are. They just go in some corner. I don't have the heart in me to just throw them away. All right. Someone should hop in the Entei with me, says Ursu. Hunter Tipton. Hunter Tipton's waiting for somebody to join this Entei. So we found out that this goes for $45, this little Eevee box. So you do keep the Eevee box. And it looks like I can probably just stuff this thing inside. So maybe that's been figured out. It is. I'm always trying to trim things out of the shipping to make the shipping lighter weight. It is. Bro, I want that playmat. We might be able to figure something out for the playmat. The problem is the playmat's like this really long tube, if you think about it. So the playmat really doesn't fit into our boxes that we have designed to hold like your bag of cards. To ship the playmat, we need like some kind of playmat style box, or maybe like a big bubble mailer. Either way, we could probably figure that out. Playmat break. Oh, that would be interesting. That'd be interesting if I took like a huge pile of playmats and either did a break on them in bulk or just like gave them to a card shop that could actually sell them or something. I don't know. It is. Ooh, Eevee. I have 2 of them. Boop. Can I have my sleeves too then? Oh man, I threw them back here. I would have to go find them, okay, but I could probably figure that out. I don't think your little Eevee thing's gone away. It is. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like shipping the here it is. My brain's gotta be flexible. Let me get you this. Let me get you this. Is. All right. The Mr. Beast of playmats. What are you talking about? Let's grab a card. For me, I'm so used to getting rid of the deck sleeves that I almost can't imagine people wanting them. You should see I have like a mountain of the sleeves. I have a mountain of them. But I've tried to sell those before on eBay and they just don't sell. We are. Okay. All right. Flare and SIR coming. People collect those. With how crazy people are going for this, I don't think anything should be thrown. Okay. It's interesting to think about. All right. I'm listening to you guys and listening to your feedback. All right. It's not a very strong stickiness, so it won't affect it. Omar Faba. I'm having Alexa stack those up downstairs. And now let's open up this. So this is what is the big deal with these. We've got these 15 packs of, check it out, Prismatic Evolutions. Good luck. The sleeves aren't good to use for me, but everyone usually uses the Vault Exact Fit sleeves. Yeah, so with the deck sleeves, they're really only good for playing the game. And that is because if you try storing valuable cards in those deck sleeves, they're much harder to get your card back out of. And you absolutely do not want to use them because you will actually increase the odds of your card taking damage as it's being removed during like the grading process or the pre-grading process. So I never recommend using deck sleeves for the storage of valuable cards that you actually care about. The only time you should use deck sleeves is to play the game. That's my perspective on it. Here it is. Sometimes we use the deck sleeves just to pad a box, like literally like bubble wrap. You know, like, so let's say you're shipping with like a priority mailbox, and those, they don't care about the weight. And then if you got like some awkward holes, you can fill those up with like these stupid gym decks, the gym protector sleeves. Boop. Yeah, I guess if I had a card shop, all that stuff would probably be easy to sell because people would buy them in person. All right, here goes. Good luck. This is for Mr. Omar Faba. Let's get him some hits. Ready? Kieran, Jolteon. Vault X is impossible to find in Canada, and shipping costs on their site is ridiculous. For the price of the box, I would think it would be included in the scenario, Mr. Otherwise, people would just buy just the packs. Here it is. Here's Leafeon. Yeah, the way I'm selling this is virtually no different than how I've done any, let's say, premium product. But it sounds like with this particular product, people actually care about the sleeves in this one. Like, for example, I sold a ton of the 151. Nobody cared about the sleeves, if it came with the sleeves. I sold a ton of the Prismatic ETBs. Those came with the sleeves too, actually. And nobody cared about those. But it sounds like for this one, with the little evolutions on the back, it sounds like people want those. Here's an Umbreon. Ho-ho. The design is actually very good in these. Okay, so that's probably it. So funny. Here's Noctowl. My brain says, you know, not a Pokemon card, not a collectible. That's what my brain says. But, you know, it's funny because I've got so much stuff these days. I don't appreciate a good product sometimes. I really don't. Unless it's like $1,000 and I go, ooh, I want that one. So if it's not $1,000, my brain just kind of looks over it like, oh, what's that? Here's Archelodon. Ooh, Maximum Belt. If something's like $5 or $10, I'm like, what is it? Too many Pokemon. It like warps your brain. Prime Catcher. Oh my god, dude, these packs are so brutal. But you know, you get the Eevee. You get the Eevee. Here's... I feel like that little extra amount for the Eevee while you're opening up the rest of the packs is almost worth it, you know? Groudon. Come on, dude. Give us something. There we go. For that price, shipping should be included for the whole box. No, definitely not. And we're very close to raising the price. Here it is. Definitely not. So I'll disagree with you on the price. For me, I'd rather just take it off the menu at that point and just sell the booster packs. I could actually, what I could do is I can buy the SPCs, disassemble them, put all the crap that I don't want to ship to the side because it's all crap to me. And then we've got the most important thing, the EVs. I'll just privately grade these and make a bigger profit, you know, selling that. And then the packs will just be sold like normal packs. This will heavily reduce, you know, all of the shipping costs. And this will pay for the premium on the box. And we'll just have regular pack product. So you're very close to not having it on the menu. There has to be a price point where it makes sense for it to be on the menu. Here's Riolu. Ooh. And so, you know, I've been doing this for a long time, and there's a certain price point you want to meet, and then after you go below that, you go, well, it's not really worth selling. It's just more prismatic packs. Ta-da! There's actually a lot of stuff not on my menu. Did you notice that? We don't sell most premium products. You know, there was, like, for example, during the Evolving Skies period, there was, like, the Flareon Vmax collection. Remember that? We didn't sell that because there was no point. We didn't need it. So you're very close to not having this on the menu. All right, but, you know, so people have voiced their opinion that they want the Eevee deck protectors. We're going to make sure you guys get those. Geez, Prismatic sucks. I didn't know it was a hassle. Other rippers have been sending it. No issue, from what I've seen. We'll toss this over here. I refuse to buy Prismatic. Here it is. Riolu, Glass Trumpet, Prime Catcher, Maximum Belt, Noctowl, Umbreon, and Black Belt's Training. Here it is. Everyone has their own, you know, maybe like costs. Maybe I have a higher cost, maybe not, I don't know. Or maybe they have different tolerances, or maybe they have different goals on what they sell or how they sell it. So, you know, it's just the way I do things over here. And, yeah, ultimately, I just don't have to sell them. That's how it is. So there has to be a point where I want to sell them. All right. Wow, that is very tough. That is very tough. I think Prismatic will go down as the hardest Pokemon set ever. I can't imagine Pokemon releasing a more difficult set than this one. I almost feel like they thought that these regular Pokeballs would be considered as hits. I don't think they're hits, you know. Master Balls, sure, but not the regular Pokeballs. All right. Whew. Prismatic D Evolution Spray. They need to turn Crownbrion into a promo. All right. So, Mr. Omar, let's grab your bag. Thank you, Mr. Omar. Thank you so much for opening this, man. And we got you those deck sleeves. It's inside of the EV box. Man, it's crazy how tough these are. Onetic. Omar. L Prismatic pulls like usual. They're always rough, aren't they? It's so hard. We got the one guy got the Demigod pack, and he had to open, it was a LaFlame, and he had to open a ton of cards. I don't remember how many did he open to get that. And then he got it on the last pack too. He was this close to missing it. Okay. New bag. Very nice. All right. When I feel depressed, I think about opening all my Prismatic product to give myself something to really be depressed about. No, what? But what if you pull it? What if you pull the Crownbrion? What if you pull a God Pack? Open, 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 open. Prismatic, such a disaster. The deck sleeves from the box is the equivalent to getting a little bit of lube on the tip. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's really tough. Mister, you sound like my 7-year-old. Open it, Dad. Open it. There we are. All right, putting this over here. Okay. Here are the gym breaks, by the way. We have 3 gym breaks running. Anthony's in this one. Hunter Tipton's in this one, and no one's in this one. All right. Here's Taihua. Imagine paying $300 to pull those. Well, yeah, there's a whole bunch of content up right now on TikTok where they have a certain sound effect where he says, "I want my money back." Is some guy crying sound effect, and it's people showing their results from what they pulled from the Prismatic SPC, and it's virtually the same for everyone. Everyone's pulling like 3 or 4 cards that are worth like $5. It's crazy, dude. Is the code TCC tonight? Yes, it is. Yellow Nerd. I opened 2 ETP and pulled the Jolteon EX. That was so lucky, dude. Well, I whipped out 2.7 thousand for the Sunbrion. I guess they're calling it a Sunbrion. Although I'm waiting for it to ship. The guy said that he wasn't going to ship it for 2 weeks. So I hope that he is actually going to ship it. I don't know. That's a bit of a strange thing. He said he basically priced his a little cheaper than the other ones on the market. He said the reason for this is because I won't ship it for 2 weeks. Oops. Maybe he's on like some big vacation. Ooh. And he wants to sell it while he's on the vacation. What if you get the Moonbrion catching the moon? That's worth $1 million. You would think they put a guaranteed hit in those even if it's a Master Ball. Nope. Pokemon's like, you're going to take it. You're going to like it. I pulled a Demi with the Sylveon from a 36 loose pack from a trusted source. Sent for the Zapdos. Here the Zapdos is done. Okay, Zapdos is out of here. Okay, we're hitting refresh. Okay, Hunter Tipton Zapdos break. Oh, so we're going to need your card from this one then. Oh, wait. Not this. PTC G Radio pulled 2 Umbreon from his UPC. What? Like the crown? Whoa, Pokemon cards and stuff really stick to these tag slabs. It must mean that the surface is extremely glossy. Must be highly polished plastic. So there's Hunter Tipton. And I'll put you back in here when we're done. And then here's Anthony Kalura. Same here, look. That card was just sticking straight up to it. Crazy. So, Anthony Kalura, now you have a... We can actually set this up to show your real thing. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's not right. It says 6 now. All right. So that's your score now, based off of your actual badge card. Now, I like the score of cards. Let's grab our deck. Ta-da! Did Mr. Tally terribly? Yeah, I did. Well, I can rewrite the card if I wanted. Yeah, I did. Here, let's redraw it. You're right. It's going to drive me nuts. Let's fix it. Anthony Kalura. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop. All right, corrected. Perfect. All right. Wasn't that Zapdos a battle? Yes, it is a battle. It's a gym break. It's called a gym break. And now it's beginning. Because it's between Hunter and Anthony. Friggin' tag. Hunter will win. Okay. Let's see. Just watch the PTCG video. He pulled 2 Umbreons and 1 Glaceon SAR from his SPC box. WTF. What? Wow. That's crazy. What is that like? Well, it depends on how it grades too, by the way, I suppose. That guy just got paid. That's why people can't stop opening Pokemon, you know? It's just too good. All right, enough with the shuffling. Let's get started. So we got 20 HP, not bad. Alakazam's 80. Okay, so you just need 60 to tie. Oh, wow, it's a tie. All right, round number 1, tie. That Squirtle, ooh, that's kind of weak, Mr. Anthony. Versus Bulbasaur, that's a tie. 2 rounds tying, that's pretty cool. Poliwrath is not bad at 90. Surfing Pikachu loses to Poliwrath. First round goes to Anthony. Okay. Charmander has 50. That's pretty weak. Chansey has 100. Second round goes to Hunter. So it's 1-1 now. Oh, no! And Muck beats Rattata. That's it. Hunter Tipton, it's your Zapdos. All right, Anthony. What I have to say is that you have no kill streak now. Okay. That was pretty neat. Zapdos goes to Mr. Hunter Tipton. Oops. Oops. All right. Hunter Tipton on the back. Lovely. Whoop. And Hunter Tipton, you're supposed to get the next badge. Look at that. You got no feints. You're on a 3 kill streak. Look at that, guys. Hey, let's make the Elite Four a certain rule. So for the Elite Four rule, you can only begin working on the Elite Four after your first 8 wins. So we've added a new role for Discord. Elite Four. Finish Indigo. Then 5 kill streak. Okay. So that's how to get that. If I get no hits, I'm retiring. What? You're not going again, are you? Oh my gosh, he's buying my last box. I have no boxes after this, Mr. Omar. I'm going to go remove it from the menu. All right, let me remove that. I'm going to hit save on it. So we will get, well, what we can do is we can say Okay, it's on pre-sale. We're sold out of it. Hunter Tipton needs the next badge. What's the next badge? I can't remember. Actually, Anthony or somebody would have that, wouldn't they? Alicia, the flower badge? The flowery badge? Yes, the flower badge. Okay. SAR incoming. Crazy. Got a sticker for you. Yay! All right, look at that. Can you finish the break? If an SIR doesn't appear, I'm going to cry Pikachu tears. There you go. I really want you to get a hit, but I'm also scared, you know, because I know the pull rates in those sets are atrocious. All right, Hunter Tipton goes back over here to the Entei. You got 3 badges and no losses, Mr. Hunter Tipton. That's pretty good. Okay, there it is. Entei. Now, I'll be joining Brandon in the Shadow Realm. No! Okay, funny you should pick another box of this because I happen to have it right here. We will join the void. Do you give discounts for people who have cancers and diabetes? I do not. I apologize. I think to implement something like that would be very difficult. But if somebody has a medical condition that they're struggling with in life, I wish them well. And I hope that they beat it, especially cancer. My mother-in-law had stage 4 cancer, and she is still alive. She apparently it receded, and she beat it. So, yep, people get cancer, and it's really a sad and tough thing. We are. All right. That's why I think everyone should be working on cures instead of war. I'm against war. I think war is a waste of money, and I think cures are what the normal humans want. Cures. They don't want war. Okay, so I'm gonna grab you this. I'm gonna grab you this. Definitely trolling. Might not be trolling. You never know, because he mentioned diabetes a second time. Might not be trolling. All right. Oops. But it's a question I don't get asked very often, so you know I might as well. When somebody asks a question like that, I'll respond to the answer for everyone. All right. Very nice. Okay. We need to channel the right SIR or he'll end up with an ogre pawn. Oh, that's right. What's crazy enough about this set is even if you do have an SIR in your packs, it might be the wrong SIR. Could be a stinky SIR. In fact, it's more likely to be a stinky SIR than a good one. Why does stuff like that get asked in Pokemon chats? That's what makes it hard to tell who's honest and who is not. It is hard to tell. Well, and it makes sense that the question is asked because Pokemon cards are expensive and there's a lot of money being moved around over here. And so, you know, if you have a hardship, maybe you have, you know, maybe you feel like it's not such a big problem for you to just ask for maybe help or something like that. It is. People struggle with, it's the real thing. People really do struggle with these things. And, but I don't really have a system, you know, I don't have like a way to verify if you have an illness. And I don't think it's a good idea. I think, you know, if you're getting, let's say you're getting government assistance, you're getting free money from like the government or something like that, that's fine with me. I don't mind that. But I think it would be too difficult for me as a small card shop to implement anything like that. Maybe what I'll do though, after Karis and I have moved to a new home, maybe I'll start, you know, at that point, I'll have been doing this for like 7 or 8 years. Maybe I'll start doing charity events and stuff like that, you know. All right, here goes. I see that. I see old card shops. They'll give away like $10,000 to like research or something like that. Maybe we'll do something like that down the road. All right. Ready? Snipping this. What do you guys think? Think it's appropriate? Snip this. I'm overweight, mister. I can't roll off my bed. Can you sympathize with me? He's suffering from chubby bastarditis. this is Pokemon, and Pokemon's a luxury. When I had cancer when I was 21 years old, the amount of government assistance I got was insane. I never had to ask for anything. So I feel bad saying that, but at the time, I know how it goes. Like I was saying, if you're getting free money from the government or something like that because you have an illness, that's probably not a big deal at all, ultimately. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of ways for the money to be spent. That's never really something to feel bad about. Okay, you ready? All right. 21, though. That sucks, dude. Here we are. That's why we got to figure out how to cure that kind of stuff, like fully cure it, like tailor-made DNA antiviruses or something. You know, they're coming up with all kinds of crazy stuff these days. I've been hearing about like new laser beams that cut the cancer out. Ready? Hopefully AI can solve some of it, you know. That's why people are very negative about, you know, what's going on in the world. But I don't feel super negative myself because I feel like we probably live in one of the best time periods ever. Like, I don't want to trade places with any of my ancestors. I live in 2025. I get air conditioning. I get the internet. They got AI around the corner. We're going to have self-driving cars. We might have self-flying cars someday. We're going to have speed rails. You know, it's just not a good time to complain. I think that the future probably is pretty bright. But we tend to hear a lot of negative news from the internet hive mind. But the reality is there's still so much progress being made. It's the best time ever to live, probably. Like, when all the boomers, when all of our parents and grandparents are passed away and we're boomers, we'll be inheriting one of the wealthiest countries in the whole world. Anyone living in the U.S. is inheriting a very well-built country, and all of the opportunity that it provides. There's land, there's beaches, there's mountains. I know this myself for sure because we're shopping where to move, and it's so hard to choose where to move because there's so many places to live in the United States that are genuinely very nice places. And so it's like, that's not a big problem to have, is it? So, you know, it's not such a negative thing. I'm really hopeful that when the AI gets super smart, you know, artificial intelligence, when it gets super smart enough, when there's some breakthrough in the code, I hope it starts to solve issues like, you know, like cancer and stuff like that. Cancer, it's not just cancer, though. You know, the number one killer isn't even cancer. It's actually heart disease. That's the number one killer. So what humans really need are artificial hearts. And they keep trying to do that. They keep trying to figure out how to make an artificial heart. And they're close, but they're not quite there. And so by the time you and I are dying from heart attacks, maybe they'll have an artificial heart. Who knows? But if we just had that, people would live much longer. I've heard theories that humans could be living to like 110, 120 years old pretty soon in the future, whereas currently we don't tend to make it to that age. Just a few people out of the entire population make it to that age. But it's always the same problems: organ failure and cancer. And so if those two problems are largely solved, we might be living to like 120 on average. And that's a big, big deal. It's like the privilege of getting to live for so long is insane when you really think about it. They're trying to cure obesity too with like Ozempic. It's really amazing. So it makes me realize medical research and technology, those are the two most important things to humanity of all. And I wish we just did a lot more of that right now. All right, what we got? Those are good paying jobs too, by the way. Oh, look at that. You did get an SIR. All right. All right. Put the razor blades away, Mr. Omar. Well, it's Iron Crown, though. That's my immediate thought. Probably not the best SIR. Oh, man. It's not bad. It's better than nothing. Could have been nothing. Could have been nothing. Still nice. Yeah, exactly. It's still nice. Yeah, you got a little Espeon coming out. All right. That's my soapbox speech. I get on the soapbox a lot, don't I? Here's Umbreon. It's going to be all about AI technology, like an extra brain for the humans, and then figuring out how to fix failing organs and cancer. And then we're going to live a long-ass time, dude. They're working on stuff like reversing aging, too. They want to do all this stuff. All right. So you got one more card for me to add to this pile, and that would be this one. Do you do wrestling cards WWE? I could. We've had UFC cards before. Wow, this sucks, man. I hate this thing. There it goes. Be as gentle as possible to your card. I want you to get a 10 on this, absolutely. I already know you won't. Look at that corner down there. Isn't that ridiculous? Wow. Oh, and it's off-center, too. Look at the off-centering. Oh, my God, dude. Look at that off-centering. Yeah. Wow. Wow, it's got a white dot over here, too. Wow. Oh, my God, dude. Woo! Pokemon. Gonna catch 'em all. Man, Pokemon. This Prismatic set's insane, dude. All right. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Ta-da. Okay. 66 bucks roughly for that Iron Crown. Yes, but if it grades 10, it's worth more than that. No, but it's true. That one's not going to be a flip. He did get an Umbreon Hollow. I noted the Umbreon Hollows, those are not cheap. If those grade not a 10, if you get a 10 on the Umbreon Hollow, not even the Pokeball, just the regular Hollow, that's worth a bit of money. Here's Houndoom. Prismatic. I noticed that no new Pokemon is popular. None of the new designs from Scarlet Violet. Is that what you're saying? They're not popular. All right, there's no orders in the queue. It's 5:14 a.m. in the morning. Does anyone want to place an order? It's 5:14 a.m. in the morning. We need one person in the SPC break to finish it. So, you know, if somebody wants to finish it, that's fine. If not, we can do it tomorrow. It's not a big deal. Let's go get a spot to give away in the TCC. Where is it? Giveaway. Oh, is it over here? Oh, there it is. I think we put you on this list, Mr. Omar. I think you get in here for free. All right, he gets on for free. This is a $110 card. And so we're not handing the spots out super fast. And there it is, NHCC going right on. So for this card, we gave out 3 spots tonight. You had to be here earlier to get the first spot. So Pesach collects, Omar Faba, and HCC. And there he is. He'll get up to 20, and then we'll hand out this lovely $100 slab. Old gen Pokemon is doing better than the new ones. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. 1,000%. 10,000%. Ooh, look at this. Somebody was waiting for me to price up this Pikachu. That's a nice card, isn't it? Okay. This is old-made Pikachu. Pillachu. Okay. Is that Mr. Lachlame? Wee wee. What does this tag 10 Pikachu go for? I posted a picture in Discord. Okay, there's no tag 10 of this. Okay. The OG Pokemon will always do good. That's why Pokemon needs to spread out which Pokemon they use each generation to make S hits. Yeah, I was waiting on that Pikachu. So he's going to be 40. Let me go ahead and price him up. This guy's 40. Look how vibrant the card is, actually. So the bright blue on the back and then the yellow on the front. That's a vibrant card. Pops. I love how Pikachu looks like he's mad. And then look, he's got like his finger pointing. Like, get your ass over here. I'm about to knock you out. You know what I'm saying? Actually, it reminds me of the point down emoji or whatever in Dark Souls 3, the point down. All All right, that is a tag 10 of that Pikachu. I make too much to get insurance. If I didn't have to buy insulin meter strips, lancets, I could afford more. Sorry to hear that, Mr. Juggy Melendez. It sucks, man. Did you add both EV promos in my bag or just one? Did you add both EV promos in my bag or did I get just one? Let me go grab your bag. Should be both of them. Oh, it is both of them. The first one I sleeved. The second one I did not sleeve because I know it's not going to grade 10. Well, what I meant by that is no top loader for the second one. So here you can see EV1, Iron Crown. And then over here, this EV gets a holder, and he looks like he's not going to grade 10 either. He's a bit thinner on the right. Man, dude, it is tough out there. It is so tough. Ridiculous. All right. I have a package coming from Japan with the old Pocket Monster cards, 3 of them. Speaking of which, I need to restock the SPCs now. Forgot about this step. Got to restock SPCs. Thanks, mister. I appreciate you. I appreciate you too, man. You're the best. You open up the most tonight, I think. More than anyone else. All right, so let's take a quick dive. Okay. I'm not trying to have too many of these just looking at this real carefully. All right, so let's see this. Dude, you click on this. I'm not going to explain it. Sometimes the internet bothers me. I was JK Juggy. Of course, you got to prioritize your health. I was joking. Okay. All right. So I'll go ahead and place that order. Top ladies are expensive. Top loaders. Top ladies, huh? We got top ladies over here. If you guys didn't know about that, we got top ladies. So we had $40 arrive. Who was the $40 from? And what was the $40 for? Oscar Resendez buys the old maid Pikachu in 4 Beyond Generations. LaFlame probably. It was LaFlame, right? He's the one who sends the crypto, but I didn't see him. I don't want to accidentally spend it for him in the wrong way. That's the only thing. Okay, there we go. Oscar Resendez, here is your fresh Pikachu. I sent for this PC. Aha. You got it, man. We all figured it was you, but I wasn't sure if it was meant for something else, so I didn't want to do it wrong. There's that. And now, that's 35. Here are your 4 Dragon Balls. All right. I gotta sneeze, man. Snip of that. Throwing that away. We have sold a decent number of those SPCs because we kind of ran through a bunch of those. All right, here's Gotenks facing the Phantom Demon, and a Gaida opening Gambit. Frieza Overdrive activation. Whoa, he's ripped, dude. I need to get ripped like Frieza, man. I'd get all the girlfriends. They'd all be like, whoa, this guy's ripped. I want to do things with his body. Okay, Oscar. I wonder if girls like guys who are super ripped or if they just like guys who are lightly ripped. I think if a guy gets super ripped, it starts to look kind of bad. You know what I'm saying? You start to look like, I don't know, like an animal or something. You know what I mean? All right. Ta-da! Here's Mr. LaFlame's card. And now we're going to run the SPC break. Okay, maybe we should do a box of Destined Rivals next, because I'm out of SPCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of these. Stop eating sugar. That's the key. Here's this. Bro, I'm going to get ripped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. I'm going to be the new Sam Hayek, or whatever his name is. Crazy not to top load. I should have some junkers for the Pokepot. I'm going to get tatted and shredded. I would probably never get a tattoo, but I think girls who have tattoos are very sexy. Yep. All right, give me a number. 3. 1, 2, 3. Brandon's favorite thing is to give out the number for the breaks. Here's the names. All right, now 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Let's go. Yes, tatted women. There you go. All right. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, give me a number. Brandon says 5. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got it, Mr. Brandon. What we got? We've got Jesus Aguilera, called Javier Arroyo, called Aaron Searles, called Anthony Kalura, called Raul Mendoza, called Nathan Gordon, called Andrew A. Martin, cold. Oh, Saul Jimenez. Oh, what? Woo! All right, Mr. LaFlame picking up SPC for $40. Nothing felt sweeter than picking up the SPC for $40. I did not think that was going to happen. It happens sometimes. Eventually it's your turn. All right, so I can't imagine you're having me keep it sealed because, we don't want to ship that international. That would suck. So we're going to be opening this one, huh? Open. Grab this. What do you think, Mr. LaFlame? I bow down to LaFlame. Okay. There's also the option to resell it to me, by the way, Mr. LaFlame. I don't know if you thought of that, too. 2, 3. Open it. You got it. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. And a 9. Ta-da! Pokeblessed. 17 months. Wow, the Pokeblessed membership is a more expensive membership. Thanks for being a member, dude. It's actually like a legit donation. Like it. Oh, it's right here. I didn't have to stand up. It's right next to me. So yeah, we are definitely out of SPCs. We sold all our SPCs. Wow. Guess I didn't get enough, but we have more on the way. Okay. All right. Oops. Sucks you can't keep the best parts of the UPC. He might be able to. I don't know. If we use the medium priority mailbox for shipping, we might be able to squeeze some weirdly shaped stuff in there because it's a bigger box. So, you know, if he wants that little Eevee box, might be able to keep that. Because he's got enough stuff that I think he's going to have to do the priority mailbox on the shipping. There it is. Okay. Oops. I chose the numbers, LaFlame. Brandon likes to be the number chooser. I did it. Okay. Throwing that crap around. Ooh, pack folded over funny. Cool. Oh my god, dude. Alright, doesn't look too bad on the front. Want to check the back? Check the back. No, yours will fail a 10. It's got these weird crap up on this corner. See these raised lips? Recently, the grading companies have been very harsh over the raised lips. So I don't predict a 10 on that at all. And now this needs to say La Flame. You need a gas-powered tool to open SPC UPC. What? La Flame. Okay. Okay. Very good. Oops. I have an unhealthy urge to pet that Eevee box. It, you know, it feels like, it feels cheap, to be honest with you. It doesn't really feel like much. I think people will want it anyways because it's an Eevee box. So it's kind of a funny thing. But, you know, I prefer this like 1,000 times over the Eevee box. Look how nice this is. Now, this is a nice square leather box. And it doesn't wobble. Yeah, it doesn't wobble. The Eevee box is unsteady. So, I don't know, man. All right. Nah, mister. I'm telling you, give it a little more time. The Eevee box will get old and annoying. You'll be like, oh, look, another Eevee box. There'll be 5 trillion Eevee boxes. You'll be like, that Eevee box? There we are. The meat and potatoes are the cards. That's what you want to throw away ever. Here we are. Will there be a daytime stream or just a nighttime stream for tomorrow? Yeah, so when it's the weekend, like Saturday, Sunday, there's only a nighttime stream. Only a nighttime stream. Although every now and then you might get a rare Karis stream. She was asking me the other day about potentially streaming in the morning again on the weekends. I was like, all right, you can do that. I secretly really like it when she streams because she brings in a lot more sales. There it is. Because of that rare time slot that I'm never available in. Okay. Ta-da. Is this code valuable? I feel like the code's probably worth less than $1. Here we go. Ooh, I like these reverse hollow Dusclops. Feel free to donate me those Dusclops anytime you guys don't want them, by the way. I haven't really been working on collecting them, but I should be. I want to have like 1,000,000 of those just stacked up in a big box. It'd be really funny. Here's a Leafeon Pokeball right off the bat. That's not bad. You pulled Atticus. Here's Glaceon. Wendy's is open now. Yes. Sir, this is a Wendy's. We've got Duskull. Okay. You can have the Dusclops. Woohoo! I think I know why I haven't been collecting them. I'm just too lazy. Here's Slowking. What am I going to do with like 1,000,000 Dusclops? Here's Iron Hunts. Very nice. Spritzy. Okay, Roaring Moon, Vaporeon. Rawr. Here's Noivern. When he's had burger. CTR had his wife on his stream running it for a little bit, and his viewers were over double his nightly average. Oh, that's funny as hell, dude. Here's Levion. Here's Leafy Glon. Hippopotas. She gets very stressed from her job, though. Her job stresses her like 110%. I feel like every week, it's like she's on the verge of a meltdown from the workload. It's too much. They really want their money's worth out of her, and it's not a good thing at all. And then she just gets this little window of time on the weekend to try and de-stress, and it's not enough. I think her job is, oh, this isn't going to be a Master Ball. Whew! Perfectly cold box. Dang, dude. Woo! Prismatic to the moon. Omar knows a thing or two about around like this. Holy. I would love to have Kira's morning stream. I read that wrong. I thought you said Kira's morning stream and you were like being inappropriate. I was like, what the fuck? All right, put this over here. Always good to see you, Brandon. All right. Tossing this over here. So at least we have one Eevee. Yeah, I definitely misread that. I'm getting tired. What time is this? 5:33. That's the wrap-up moment. Eevee, Maximum Belt, Screamtail, Hippopotas, Leafeon, Noivern, Roaring Moon, Duskull, Leafeon, and Atticus. Ooh. All right. Dang, dude. So that's for Mr. LaFlame. Oh, wait. Mr. LaFlame said he probably does not want these hollows, right? What do you think of that, What do you think of that, LaFlame? Let's see. You are so beautiful. There we are. Ooh, Tadiddy. Can't you see? Prismatic doing prismatic things. All right, lovely. We finished Oscar Resendez's order as well, so that's completed. Completed. I think we're done. So I'm going to set up the next box break before we actually finish so that you guys can think about that for the next stream. Are you ready? It's Destined Rivals this time around. All right. I gotta look something up with the Destined Rivals. So I bought my Destined Rivals like a month ago, and I feel like that's a mistake to have done that. How bad did I do? Yeah, I way overpaid. Why did I order so much of it? I ordered 6 cases at a bad price. I way overpaid. All right. So it looks like it's going to be a 9-spot break on the Destined Rivals. Destined Rivals, that's the next one, okay, guys? How shall we host it? I like it better when there's actual... So I'll write this down like this. Oops. Iron Thorns, Ogre Pond, Ace Specs. I'm going to have to open some of that Destined Rivals for myself, maybe. Maybe I'll open a case for me. Destined Rivals. Box. Pre-sale. Here it is. This is going to be a pre-sale card, and we're hosting a break on this. Oh, let me get a sticker for it, too. That almost looks like a 7. That's a 1. My eye's itchy. So there it is. You guys can jump into that if you want. That is for the new box of Destined Rivals when it arrives. You will receive a whole box. You're trying to pull this card for 1 in 940. $40, 1 in 9 odds. You're trying to pull this card. If you pull that card, I'll trade you a whole box of Destined Rivals for it. And so it's a pre-sale break. We host a lot of pre-sale breaks. That's actually pretty standard on this stream. So that's the new thing. And there we go. We're done. All right, guys. I had a lot of fun. That was the end of the Saturday nighttime stream. It was pretty busy. I don't know how busy Sunday will be, though. Sunday tends to be a bit more slow, guys. So we'll see how Sunday turns out. Maybe you'll be busy, too. I'm not sure. But the Saturday night stream was banging. We were busy from beginning to end, and it was just a lot of product. I had a lot of fun. I'll see you tomorrow for the Sunday nighttime stream. Have a nice weekend, everybody.